say various newspapers buy no in some in the way man pay two major issues Ghana. Two major issues Ghana. The issue of Mary Ewusi. Omuadie. No be nim say. Obi o 30 me be nim say Mary Ewusi. Medical can want some several times. And sana sana scandal yi se saga yi eba. Oyo bi a omuadie. Na tumi bi wo na chi. Obi a omuadie na tumi wo na chi no. Enti utimi hu clearly no. Asama si yi say any other person e ojo mahama ban mu a ankaba na wo yi na di. But because of say eye Mary Ewusi nti ono a ni je na na aka boma ko ni Julius akọ Pentecost so dem mu amoma se Julius amana Kwaku se onsum pache ma Mary Ewusi omuade oyoba akoko ni omuade and pe will deal with that issue. Then the almighty dumso and me kai clearly say President Akufo-Addo e woni Ghana for President Akufo-Addo e woni Ghana for about Mahama any dumso. And right, you say o ma yi enkrofobia di e wo ECG na o ma suspend bi and ye rebi reshuffle na me say na mo ana ya na bibi ye mo ana dumso yi mo be kai pa ko edum kan ya mana Ghana Blasters e bo match em ye dum light ye dum sa light no koku anyi do ho etena radio so Joy FM eyi ECG board boss o Kumasi edi esu dum so na nyai enti dum so no se musua de an kan be hu se ye yi ni pedia enye dum so so aja Kevin Taylor si enyi nkrofo edi enti aban no agree na wayi nkrofo edi because memu no Kevin Taylor na ebuo edi free America John Mahama no emu no he is not in charge, so we'll deal with all those issues. But any kind of newspapers e ba no pay say enkomo ben e no mo de ba ye wi a na ya community Daily Graphic the Democrat in or say protecting the forest and na ode ho asem dey about say security staff grant forestry parliamentary powers in no so ode about na one no ne ombo kra no na no mama yed na kwakọ tena ho Environmental Protection Agency wan ka say man iskan ko tonduro en fa be gun so no ntie ni anti powers be bi no mo hia omo hia pa fa anye hwe ntie no ni major one na say immigration seek private sector support yo enti mampani Mahama na danfo sofo no ntina na sen omo nyina agya aka sei so sofo income na odani mo no mampani Mahama gya omo ye na fofo mampani ba yi wa man be biti nti oye immigration service board chairman nti na bone ekoso abanim kra na omo hu no mate no maka nti the Democrat yi e de ho ankomo e de aba yento aso na yenkohwe hodo akanso nsema mo de ebai so Daily Guide the Democrat anso aba igaso no pay na Daily Guide say Buankra Inland Port critical to economic change gapo afọbọ chair na oka na say Ashanti NPP Council of Elders back afoko for chairmanship you and the new Council of Elders we be come na yahwe ni be free mu e de aba na so no say I was financially before marriage Chidiamakwe na ono so e ka say enya ware ne man ko yeye tie no the Democrat e de ho asem e de aba o KNUST secures 400 million Ghana cedi get fund contract for a teaching hospital. Tinano teaching hospital am be yi say Miami school KNUST mampani kufo na sha sese wo si ofi aban mo NDC by 8 years o man to aso ekufo ade be to aso ka kra na nk wawie e na onu so afi aban ma fe de e ka ho asem no yes 400 million Ghana cedis get fund say o de be kwa kuwie you mining into no to the Democrat e de ho asem e de aba tie no so ye de aba se ene seed no it's sending out to earthquake no awoso no ama ye hwe ni be free mu ede aba yento aso na yenhwe the Democrata hodo nso a eba igwa so ene na yenhwe the new center Democrata 6-hour dumso timetable leaks Greater Accra Ashanti voter tema divided into 3 groups that's me pacho for new center no na hwem new center no eda table no so hwem na the Democrata na you know a timetable na eliki no oba wachichi mu e de akere etiefo na o say NEIP4 and we beginning some more this basic e de ama 3212 and some hodo so and so aka yento aswe na yenkohwe the Chronicle Democrata Council of Elders to Afoko help MPP reclaim Northern region and ode ababuankra port critical to Ghana's development mosquito NASA on also eka in a ochema ini ochresohene and some so the Democrat in Parliament to pass a bill for compulsory then paternity test for every child born in Ghana. Yes, yeah, and they work with Lebiana. You bear paternity test at the amano, and they self in a man who bet you pa. Our baby good, our baby you. Yan to us na enquire na he. Sama ebeba. The Observer Democrat say power shake up. Energy Minister orders Greco CEO to step aside, reshuffle ECG Ashanti regional leadership. It's no Democrat area ba. Julius Zebra Osui and also the Democrat anymore. There's what Kwaku and what has seen. Now I say gas exposing drive Ghana Gas to install third compressor to boost output. It's also the Democrat anymore. Any other headlines? Yen to us na yen the source Democrat say CSOs abandon Galamsey fight as threat heightens. Nti say the CSOs ni nyina jai Galamsey ntokwa na eni omo eti baabi a omo ne mahama edi asemfiri edwom ho. Or say government apologizes Apostle Nyameche forgives Dr. Usi yo yahwe yebeto aso yenko enim na yehwe newspapers no so bia just the Daily Statement Democrat name. We are not afraid of anybody. As Presby moderator says, clergy can't be silenced in Galamsey fight. Anyway, said that the American said Presby 4 dear, Presby are so 4 dear. Omoya kukudro for. Former moderator of the General Assembly for the United States of Ghana, right? Reverend Professor Joseph Obiri Yebuamante, and now waka any pain should be a pain say. Enya dia asofo Ghana asofo papa no enya omo omudi ombafu na no asofo papa ewo Ghana te say Presby asofo te say Methodist asofo te say Roman asofo any asofo papa for aka no they will talk and they will talk on every important issue no matter who is in government. And the Presby moderator say me moderator na me chairman of the council Christian council no me na me lead asofo no including Apostle Dr. Nyameche edine koye but asa bet me ye firi so na me ntwa so mfa firi ho. The Daily Democrat or say NDC hatches a woman exposed na or say attack Pentecost chairman insult Samira Bawumia any identity a response brown any melewuse and the cross of the papa sankro for me omu di atem brutal na omu di me say ma me a friend that we see o dey medu no ho o say Bawumia hails to tune for gold award it's no Democrat anymore any in sama hodro aka and I discovered the Democrat as a doom so returns energy I say the angry Ghanaians demand timetable now and no any major one buy any other headlines and so Sam George as Ghana afford not to give who say ya sell no so no wo Ghana for any more say any and some hodon so aka asade a mo fancy na yanko so the clergy the chairman and the former moderator of the General Assembly President of Ghana right Reverend Professor Joseph Obiri Yebuamante and now what can say and I have all the my compilation of Doomso videos no and my compilation of Meriawusi videos no. Now, Professor Marte say, and Professor Obiri Yebuamante say, enya dia Ghana so for papa no omusua ba bia nsuro any personality omu ye nyame asofo a nyame de omu adua oman mu say omu nyi oman no aten enitina 2022 odi asofo nanim e de call mampani Akufo-Addo ho e ka kire ne say nana adodankwa Akufo-Addo ensuo esai ensase ensai entihwe na Galamsey adwuma no ye hu bibi omu wie no ena omu ne apostle nyame chenom e call various Galamsey sites e call visit ho essential criticize aban no e wo ho and nobody from the New Patriotic Party came out to insult, to malign or to call them names. But assemble na soft penny ni kai soft penny ni say Church of Pentecost you know ma sorry ebi ni say kanani say wa moduku a wuntimi wura Pentecost asafo mu edu biribi no amusi duku bo no ama emaiwa no empa soro ne ba enti Pentecost e review sa policy no yes afa di wa moduku kura wo betimi abantina so be of ma me pa na moduku na oti ayi pulpit e days so sesen ana Pentecost asafo no say share biom ana stopping so penny say Pentecost ye believe in say ye bebo asu a ye du wura nsuom na ye wapie ansa na ye bo asu ye press before ye bebo asu a ye timi di nsuo gu adiem na asofo ne sasa no de gu tire so na ya bo asu ba Pentecost for anyi sa asu bonini ba so penny say eduru ba bia afai die eso mo kosa press level no because Ghana nsuo nyina asai Galamsey asai so nyina ntie ne omu nyansuo mfa Pentecost members ensim emo masu enti on be hyase abo asu no e wa asori dem mu e no communicating way to members eno aro no na ma ereya omu adie mere usi se ne bu afu se adenti na Pentecost of penny na kase almost some policy because of Galamsey enti na odna be gina ho no wa di papa na tem ebisa se enwusra ben na wono so na mere usi no enwusra ben na wo so woni made ya fa na enwusra woni mkwa fa so a doctor Nyamache obey Pentecost chairman woni mkwa fa so na mami agupa papa atwena bo so sa mu wie ya vote nti na Owura Mahama wono vice president Jena no Poku Ajman any chief of staff Julius Zebra na makọ Pentecost baby as of penny no osom no na makọ wo ma hye Julius Zebra say onkonkosu na ono so no okotobonkunti na wo gusu akwakosu na when asu be the president no Julius Zebra as chief of staff if you can't grab the whip if you can't call the government to order how can you become a president? Julius Zebra can never ever become a president in Ghana because see the reason why it's here after so many years Kwadwo Mpiani nkofo ni din say oye chief of staff na oye very strong oye assertive ordinary firm emoyo bia o keep be president for government no in check and to also your Pentecost ni a na say Julius Zebra ereya e friend Mary Awusi a wo mu ade omunipa because of say John Mahama ban na ewo mu no ensa kese bi wona chi nti obi asuro no so obi ansuro Mary Awusi a se ensa kese bi nse na chi a anke ba ne sen ena endra ye ka president no amu vice president ka ho chief of staff ka ho ene ye ka mu nyina gu Pentecost aso dem say omo kwa ko pacho na ne ye sere na ngu asene na ani wu ne say onipa no a waye boni nti a mo kwa ko sua pacho no aka moko no odi animu aka mamu ene ne papa mu a aka nipa no a waye boni nti a chief of staff waye wanum tu a wu kokokusu no anka so kono na kodi animu mudu wa na the microphone na shenzem kan na pass of penny na chew sane ya kolaya ade a ye twena so ba we de maja no wofie a woda wadwedwe ne ho a chese ono de ye nkanasem because ensa kesie bi e wo nachi Ghana fo nim ensa e wo nachi nti a ye nkanasem nyana ye nkamasem na wo Julius Zebra wo super president adi ni yakan wasim jonjonjon na akogina so dan mu edi mu wo kosu papa ni musa eti wuye na ndra wo fa video na wa hwo wa ho pa wo gina so dan sa wo su no wa uti ene wudi ni san uti ene wudi ni san enyamo na mo da code of conduct adi Julius Zebra enyawo na da mo pa code of conduct no ntuma no enyawo ɛna wɔkasa yɛ ɛka sɛ aban no aba no deɛ obi adi nsɛm na mo bɛyi na di ɛnyɛ wo na aka yɛ ɛba ne sɛn ɛna Maria Wusi ɛdi anyinambra nsɛm sɛyi maame yi hyɛ aseɛ odi samira Bawumia tɛm otumi ka sɛ Bawumia ɛyare autism Maria Wusi ɛka sɛ Bawumia ɛyare autism Maria Wusi ka sɛ Akufo-Addo ansan Gabriel ni because Akufo-Addo girlfriend ɛyɛ lesbian nti ne girlfriend ni ti no so ansan ɔkɔtena saa TV ɔkɔsi asɛm kwa no ɔkeka na ɔde adu so panyin so na ɛyɛ ka na wo Julius akɔ akosu nti wo bɛyɛ president ase ya na ɔbɛyɛ onipa minister bi adi nsɛmhu na ɔbɛkɔ akosu wo bɛyɛ president ya we obi adi nsɛmhu na ɔbɛkɔ akosu appointee bi adi nsɛmhu na ɔkɔ nti odi Pentecost atuma na wo akosu ɔkɔ tufo na wokosu na ɔdu ɔtwe hin hɔ na wokosu nti wo bɛyɛ crying president Julius Zebra wo ba bɛyɛ wo sɛ wo bɛdi president wo bɛyɛ the crying president ɛwɔ Ghana. We can't entertain this issue. So John Mahama is serious paa ne amemu paa dia ɛsɛ sɛ kwan bi aso no Maria Wusi oyi na di firi hɔ ɛnyɛ vote nti mote sɛ Pentecost for the whole Ghana na mo kita about 5 million members apɛ was Julius kan bɛ sɛ miɛnkɔ odi hɔ aso no mu sɛ yɛnu yɛ ho na onipa no odi atam de wankɔ ankɔsu ankɔpa kyɛw na o Julius na abɛkɔ akosu wakoku nwani mu as papa woni mu America kyɛw Ghana for ɛka kyɛw na yɛ free state region yɛwura kɔ sɛ owura Julius Zebra wo yɛ saa wama Eastern region for nyinaa NDC for MPP for because both parties no yɛ wɔn mpanimfoɔ bi wɔ mu a ɔmo fi obiara region biara wɔ no deɛ yɛ fi Eastern region deɛ ɛnna NDC aban a ɛwɔ mu yi na nka nkurɔfoɔ a ɛyɛ party na nida soɔ no ɔma ne bo ama ɛka ho ɛna wo Julius Zebra ɛne ɔmo aka ɛnna yi ɔma ne bo ama de ne deɛ kɔnseɛ do na wɔn nso so a apue mantamfoɔ ani da so no ɛna wonam eku Eastern region for animu ase sɛ obi ɛde anyambra nsɛm a ɛtwe na so no as chief of staff no wonam ɛna wo sugu ho animu ase Julius Zebra wama Eastern region for enyinaa sia fam ɔmo nka kyerɛ maka kyerɛ ahemfo ɛne emu asɔfo ne o party fo nyinaa ɛsia fam sɛ wakɔ akɔgu ho animu ase na wɔakyerɛ sɛ wonyɛ leader na wontimi enni president ɛwɔ Ghana so with saa attitude way saa attitude way ɛkyerɛ sɛ there is no way a wobɛtua the president ɛwɔ my Ghana mu and you must apologize to Ghanaians for saying mguase na kogu ho no you must also apologize what I say it's some way serious about governance there and the say rano and manimu ya no and some tekrata ahyɛ ne nsam sɛ mayi ne bayi nim sɛ muntimi nyina di hwɛ abere a abronya ɛtena TV so ɛkeka nsɛm bi a na MPP party ne fo sɛ wakasa manano atrust of penny bi no NPP as a party by the general secretary issue statement say NPP as a party at distance ne ho from abronya nsɛm a waka etia Osofo Danka Williams no enti ɛyɛ abronya the personal views and what say enti ɛnyɛ NPP views but asɛm yi NDC as a party entimin distance ne ho efi Maria Wusi ho the John Mahama led government entimin distance ne ho efi Maria Wusi ho but rather no John Mahama government no esuma ono amu the vice president any chief of staff eka ho emomu kwaso dem wo ekokusuye because eye minim say aban ni nyina adwen no kan yo say so nipa na oka asem no say ono no say ni position ni sen ewo party ni aban ni munti a oye untouchable no ye de ye nim nkrofo speculate and the speculation there go social media so a bebre nkrofo kan sem bebre say enya dia John Mahama betimi ayi Maria Wusi adi ne ayi na di kira ontimi da he dare not enya dia Ram Mahama obetimi ayi Maria Wusi adi ne ayi na di kira enye ye etimi amani da so no montuma adwum konkoda Maria Wusi afu send this party aban na wo sisi ano ofu se hoya kwara wo ofu oya children wo mu hwe ko mu ko hedi wo mu enya dia Ram Mahama obetimi ayi na di ne ayi na di kira so obetimi ayi na di a and consummate chief of staff enkonkosu mu enfan patcho enfan mano eyenim guase at this very crucial moment Ghana fo ani abre na Ghana fo esu we can name mobo na esan memani age say obia su dumso the whole Ghana obia su dumso the whole Ghana na mani agye at the same time ya catch them on several occasions na Akufo-Addo catch them say John Mahama most of the John Mahama esaba most of the John Mahama esaba mo refi John Mahama na ya Akufo-Addo health insurance ni ya Akufo-Addo free school feed ni ya borrow si din na capitation grant abana we aba ya John Mahama nko adi say apa na dum so aba etimo kusa Akufo John Mahama ba biem Monsieur Akufo-Addo mo bu afu Akufo-Addo mama mo ni ba omi ama free education drones nie ambulance nie we nie mo sa Akufo John Mahama ba enemy ka say afi na manu dem say odi dum so na bew 24-hour kan ne na dum afi na monsu ni amope ena makwa Akufo ba na mo anso ena makwa ba ye mo amu jejeredim mo me afa the compilation of Meriausi saga no enfamra mashada ensamo a osofani kai nti a maame ni ebedi na temsa no maye ni nyina na oyedo eba na fe yedi akire nyina aba na hwe the sequence of events na tie Julius Debra abria opa code of conduct wontuma na tie no abria opa wie na okosu mumu ni nyina makaka bom etutinachire na hwe bi na we are da sebre any god net chance na fie ranse mu na yedi enkomo bia enko video ni mra
degradation and Galamsey menace. The stench out the ordinance.
Oye Nyaminipa.
Oh no, you Pentecost head and the chairman.
Na because Oye Nyaminipa.
Yes.
The better no. Next time.
Okay.
Ma form to that level.
The
catcher.
Yes. From three zones authorities.
From me, Dr. Meriausi, the catcher. Yes. Then next time we will descend it to that level.
More further.
We will descend it back from by any politician. We will deal with him as a politician.
As someone like you,
the need man this time. What you say? And young ones, and one is so sad, come a candle can. Young person is saying, say, you need man. So, ye Pentecost for chairman.
Okay.
Sakasana or Kasayam. A highly political statement.
Who's that?
Yes.
How?
Nanado. Environmental degradation and Galamsey menace. The extensive pollution of water bodies due to illegal mining has hampered traditional water baptism in some mining communities, necessitating a shift to synthetic rubber pools in several districts to carry out the ordinance.
Oye Nyaminipa.
Oh no, you Pentecost head and the chairman.
Na because Oye Nyaminipa.
Yes.
The better no. Next time.
Okay.
Ma form to that level. The catcher. Yes.
From three zones authorities.
From me, Dr. Meriausi, the catcher. Yes. Then next time we will descend it to that level.
More further.
We will descend it back from by any politician. We will deal with him as a politician.
As someone like you,
yeah, the need man this time. So ye Nyamini.
Say
what you say? And young ones, and one is so sad, come a candle can. The person is saying, say, you need man. So ye Pentecost for chairman.
Okay.
Sakasana or Kasayam. A highly political statement.
Who's that?
Yes.
How?
Nanado, Etiasino, I say Akunyasono. Na Oko in Kura mining communities now. Na ensuo net 7 pampa which made the one sasa ne gu nsem
and net 7 pampa
no Ghana ha na no Ghana
oh no Ghana
na Ghana ha na oni Ghana
no Ghana
ohun ya na wa hu
ye
and Nigeria ba ye measures are put in place ensuo no afei etimi rane
stability level that
etimi flow
no fire
eti won timi ntra ho nkan che se hu difference ebia wo ensuo ne mu ensuo na ni ate enflow se na another time na ensuo no enflow. It is a way a suffer. Now, say, as somewhere that way, you know, what's the way was suffered to her after political address, as a political lens, a casa. Next time, you'll be treated as a politician. This time, you're the best panel. Yes, sir, no. Osha Sunini Sofu Juma. So nanado tena so na ensuo ntimi enflow na ensuo ntimi rane na would to me a forest no mu ese Ghana no so we say we hu na ensuo na ni ti no e no ba be kasa nanado tena so ya the better no for this time yes no only ni so for some onja politics na ye politics 0.5 unless it's okay so join politics o ma ye hu no if he wants to join politics he should let us know. Next time, then we deal with him as a politician. But today, the man will say, or yourself.
Dr. Mary.
Your Excellency the President, senior government officials, honorable ministers, deputy ministers, and staffers. My work here is very simple, just to pave the way for His Excellency to launch the Code of Conduct. But before then, I just want to draw attention to one thing. An aspect of governance is like running a boarding school. There needs to be checks and balances, rules and regulations that tells you don't walk around during prep hours. The same thing applies to what we're doing here. And so I will encourage each and every one of you, once you get your copy, to study it just like your Bible. Because there shall never be any excuse for whatsoever when you cross the line. And Mr. President, with your indulgence, let me tell them a little story. Colleagues, the only time you will not be able to reach the president is when we are about removing you. I've heard some of you say, oh, he's my friend, I go to his house. Trust me, even if you meander your way to reach him through his driver, his ADC, the president will tell you, as for this Julius, this issue came up, and I told him to wait. Look at what he's done. But he's written the letter already. So, my colleagues, please, I wish we are never going to have that bad experience for removing any one of you. But don't forget that if you play ignorance, it's never an excuse. On that note, I wish you all the best. Do your best. But the chairman of our church, you know, myself, Honorable Elder Ofuswampofo, our local government minister, and several others are members of your church. A few days ago, one of our colleagues, Dr. Mary Osi, slipped a bit against you. And I want on this occasion to commemorate my birthday, to let the whole church forgive us. It was just a slip. It wasn't intentionally done to malign our church. I believe sincerely that you will forgive her and forgive us and accept us as your children. God richly bless all of you.
We're talking about Galamsey. I have heard that there is somebody who says that some senior pastor has talked against Galamsey, so he's shouting at him. Tell that woman we are not afraid of her. It's not about party. We are not afraid of anybody. Like the Pope said, I'm not afraid of the Trump's administration. If something is sin, it is sin, whether it is under Akufo-Addo or under Mahama or whoever. If it is evil, it is evil. Are you Ghanaians? You sit.
All right, so that's it. That's it. Good morning.
Good morning, Daru.
That's it. That's it.
Dawuro.
That's it. It's your turn this week. Katano. Na hobe den ada. Be den ada. Nti memo akwaba. Ya be na bibia bokodie. Awrabi tumi nti. E den yankopon ase pa.
Ye nya chefa wo atiasifu mo ye den nyame ase pa.
Last week Friday, mentimi ama. Yes. Abraham e usi hwehwe bae na me wo feel. Na unim say me usi die. My consistent one ho pa fi send this ba ben because say u follow Mary Wusi closely na utie ni all trances ni common ade media ni mu a enima tu na be wa adwene mu one obebisa ho say Ebani saying and as such a noble institution no. John Mahama appointed onipa bi se merewusi ekotena ho. 2 I did a about Timu Biamun say, a seeding Katia Simbi or Kani Bibi says school with Jimino. Only a seeding Katia by arguing. Because for B, our Barbesia, ever co school, no one your PhD, na or Yana Hosano. You have no other option than to agree with the seeding Katia say, school, ever Jimmy. And clearly, Mamma demonstrated Sadino. Nanny money here, a you cry west, cranny, say, Ober Patch of say, Ghana for say. Asamna makano mani nye ho a ende me sorry it's a Ghana for sebi wa de wotena se a asmere wusi a woso akosku akura PhD no wo de nti wo hunu nyansa se asema wo kan no nyansa nim no anka say yi no wa firi wo mu about the patcho na mo Ghana for na e kan sana about the can say Ghana for say they are conditional apology ende me sorry na uwie a yaka Julius Zebra akum akwakusu na wa wudi nsemu no wo de otu dan mu tu baby da sebre
daru yanti ya hwefo di atifu nyina Sister Victoria Donko anope ye mo ache US engineer Jonas Ajivan so the Gambia man ye chiao man dollars obo bi ni ebusuna fo nyina chiachia mo awrehosem na atu Ghana and the SCA amaye hunu say the two political parties here Oma Rimono difference no so NPP ni NDC difference no so pa so ka bronya asem and on social media we say bronya ye na we ye no na 5 kusin na me say masa abronya ye na NPP for o kire say wo mo support the abronya ye no abronya ye no into mo ebe issue statement mo de no asem ba ye da be ni Dela na motimi aye.
Pani bi mpofi NDC mu condemn.
Enti mfa NDC emetoto MPP ho. Hwe NDC for omoye abasha bone. So omoye abatan yan ko omoye abasha bone. De enti America so omoye abasha bone no. Na ro meka se bi ya kiro. O kan se mele go tu fo tu kwan. So ko Canada so ko hino. Ema ni mprempran ye bi koyira
me kasa so no pa
good sabna me kokanu sa no pa okumase ashefem na sabna na nse ya connect ashefem no man yes for my program it me too o man no na me tie no ana mti se kuya sabia aka sa story no na me nya sa news no but me fast ana me dey come stories ho ana me so me ye mi yawie ye no ana pa ma kokani so wie me kofia san aba timofia ana general manager sabre na Armstrong isa ona na no yo director of corporate affairs e national service authority sabre na ni ye ana frame sabe mi adwuma ena me koye na lady bi wa adwuma mo na na Hayford so ni mo oyi movie no
yeah
wakoka che Armstrong say news na me ye no otumfo yira frɛ ni sɛ otumfo bu ofu pa sama yɛ sa story sɛ ni gold akoyira enti di adina yɛ ndie ɛso me yehu bibi eduru di Armstrong ye odwini fact sɛ panini because ɔno de no onti otumfo yiri bi anka but ɔbɛka yɛ no sɛ baabi asɛm na du sɛ yɛ no kra sɛ otumfo yiri sɛ otumfo bu ofu di yɛ ne serious and the first thing we say, "Oma suspension." That very morning now, before I ever come in, I go patch you. And the Armstrong actually said would be answer. And the Odikaba suspension. Meanwhile, said you're not here for the kind of quiet. Utum for you carry, utum for no song, a boom fufi. But the Bible said, "What you are now, actually, I say." Ezo ye hu bibi ansa no makwa ni mokra akopa choma akopa uye chief of staff workers na mo ban appointees ni na ahye wase so appointee aye bone na woni mi se bone ni mo nya se mokra akopa chodi a de di ka no esa otwina so e ofie udi ka suspend no e ofie ansa kwa na otua na mo akọ ena bio mpanimfoɔ nyansa mu no sɛ akwadaa akɔyɛ bɔne na mpanimfoɔ ɛɛkɔpa kyɛw a yɛde akwadaa no kɔ bi edi akwadaa no duru hɔ a panin na ɔyɛ ne bɔne no na ɔkɔbu nkotodwe wɔ n'anim na asɔ ne nan mu na mpanimfoɔ no nso aka bi ama no na wei deɛ president ɛkɔ vice president kɔ chief of staff kɔ mɔm yɛnsa party no mu na ekura mu apart from general secretary ne chairman aban no mu deɛ de aban mu na ekura mu mɔm yɛnsa aban no kura mu no mo akɔ akɔtena so ɔdɛm hɔ baakora na ɔyɛ bɔne no deɛ wɔn deɛ ɔhyɛ ne dɛm so anda osu ɔyɛ den o ɔno akɔgyina na ɔkyikyi wani ase tasa ndisifoɔ ne sɛbisɛbi nkwasi esu ɔmo yɛ adeɛ saa na yi kofi amabo a
ɔmo baa yi sɛ wɔn ni third person a ɔbi sumi bi a ama kofi bu a ne di kan sun ɛna hɔn abiem de sun yɛ obi saa sun asa na wei ɔmo first term no so no ɛdu asare ko sun yɛ ɛna hɔn nso bi nipa bibiri.
ɛsɛ mo deɛ ɛsɛ huru saa na mo de ti Ghana ha ɛti deɛ mɛri awusi yɛ no ɛni deɛ John Mahama ne Jena no Opoku Agyeman ne Julius Debra yɛ no wɔn kura deɛ ɛyɛ west wɔn akyerɛ sɛ wɔn nyɛ mpanimfoɔ a wɔn tumi ɛtete nkwadaa yie wɔn mmiɛnsa president vice president ɛne chief of staff wɔn akyerɛ sɛ wɔn nyɛ mpanimfoɔ a wɔn tumi tete nkwadaa yie because mo kɔ na mo gya akwadaa no wɔ fie na mo kɔ tena asɔrɔ dɛm hɔ ɛkɔ yɛ mo ani mɔbɔmɔbɔ no nyansa yɛ wɔn ne nsɛn mo nfa akwadaa no nkɔ na akwadaa no nkɔ bu nkotodwe nkɔ papa ne kyɛw na sɛ ɛsɛ twi n'anim wɔ sɔɔ dɛm hɔ yɛ twi n'anim wɔ asɔɔ dɛm hɔ na ayɔnsɛn na ha ma obi bia na next time obi yɛ biribi a ɔno nso ɛde ayɛ adesua no mo agya no hɔ ɛna mo aba abɛtena hɔ eti saa nneɛma na wɔn yɛ ne deɛ me deɛ me suspect sɛ ɛyɛ ndc foɔ no nyinaa ti mu pɔ sɛ yɛn kansɛm bi a ɛbɛbɔ asɔfoɔ hu because deɛ amamuo no kɔ no asɔfoɔ no na ɛbɛtumi asɔre agyina asekyere na aka kyerɛ yɛn because saa asɔfoɔ no bi hɔ deɛ a yɛnya akɔm ahyɛ dɛm yɛnya bribe wɔ mu yɛnya tɔwɔ no mu na mmom saa orthodox churches ne wɔn asɔfoɔ no deɛ ɛbɛyɛ den eti deɛ ɛbɛtumi yɛ control wɔn no sɛ ɛbɛdi wɔn atɛm simple
na ama woyɛ sɔfo bi a wobu wo ho a na wo mpia abɔnten kɔ kasa
eti
ɛna prɛsi sɔfo no ka kyerɛ mo
eti deɛ ɔmo yɛ no kyerɛ sɛ deɛ mary awusi yɛ no the whole ndc party no president and vice ne chief of staff ɔmo support o deɛ ɔmo kɔ yɛ yɛn deɛ ɛyɛ korɔkorɔ de john kɛkɛ.
I see wɔdɔ maakye
yɛ na menu abɛfo
na abɔkɔ deɛ
nyame adom ahoɔden ɛwɔ hɔ dum so de di ni pɛ
adum so deɛ ɛbɛduru hɔ yiyi wo ya na afei yɛate asu dum so no so
na mo te sɛ mary awusi Kwaku sɛ ɔbaa a wɔnim teteɛ na wɔnyini abɛduru ne mfie kɔ n'anim sie na still na biribi akyerɛ de sɛ ne kasa mu no ɛbɛyɛ difficult sɛ mɛtumi agye de sɛ maame no yɛtetee no
dabi
ɛbɛyɛ den ama me because wɔn sɛ bi a wo kasa na wano fom baako bi a ɛwɔ hɔ yɛn nyina etimi yɛ bi eti kɔ alo fom a na ka wɔtumi akɔ break kakra na ka wɔatwe break na wɔ apologize but wobɛtumi anya catalog of maame no si de osi kasa akakabense mu wɔn mu wadeɛ na wɔhompo ne ho na
because of nea wɔ n'akyi ntia
ɛde na wɔ n'akyi
na aban na ɛda hɔ no wofo sɛ ɛda hɔ kwa ɔmafɔ kɔm sɛ
aban bɛyɛ aka 2 years na ɔkɔ fie no
bia ni hɔ wɔ ndc ma obɛtumi atake maame no
yɛn na ɔma keka na deɛ asi so magye adi to the extent sɛ program kɛseɛ sei na president wɔ hɔ chief of staff birthday
yes
president wɔ hɔ ɛne vice president wɔ hɔ
ana chief of staff no amu
na chief of staff no amu program yɛasɛ bi yɛankwan no baabi o yɛyɛ ne nkra ha yi a
sɛ da kɔ baabi asɔfpani no wɔ no
na wankɔ
ɔnka ho
which means wo sɛ ɛda no wɔyɛ saa de na ne yɛtee sɛ yɛsɛ jubilee house fɔ sɛ wɔ apologize ɛna wɔso wɔnyɛ saa de kɔ yɛ yɛa nti akyire no a wɔ apologize yɛ no na ɛyɛ conditional eti abammerɛmfie mu ɔmo fɔɔso no ɛna wɔ paakyɛw sɛ osi paakyɛw no eti asɔre hɔ kwaro wɔnkɔ
ɛna obiara nso ntumi nyɛ ne hwee
ɛnkɔfoɔ akeka ɛwɔ hɔ sɛ wɔkaa sɛ ɛyi no kwasiada no ɔbɛkɔ asɔre no bi before incident ne ba but ɛbaa yɛ ne wie yɛ no deɛ ɔmo afɔɔso wɔn paakyɛw nti wɔsɛ ne wɔnkɔ asɔre wɔankɔ obiara sɛ san fara ankɔ
obiara ni hɔ wɔ ndc mu
dabi so far de bate sɛ obiara ntwɛ obiara ni obetim yesi ni mu odu papa obiara ntimi nya na hwe
na unim Bawumia na Akufo-Addo munya kopɔ so ewrai da bia de Bawumia na yire si ho de Akufo-Addo asi ho
yes
di o matem saa o ba bia ko wi no
enya wo mu mienu pe NDC for grassroots NDC for grassroots mato abama President Mahama abama adum bi adum no a President Mahama appoint no as mini ye friend say CEO no omo ko bu wo mo wo se je twoboi
ani edi wini election
na twoboi edi wini election to mpe ba bi ntina na wuti wo hwe video na wuti e hwe enkofo blemu host no kra ne ada debate wuti ade ne pa
host na owone no say papa no oye Church of Pentecost for ayi apostolo no wa fucking no
and was say etino it is our person what say the CEO of Ghana Free Zones Authority
warning no
yes
that catch and say and we sra wonu so Julius Penitoto sana kujina say one of our colleagues slip a bit where you slip a bit ana Honorable Julius, can you say or slip a bit in this statement?
Oh, one slip a bit. A not dream poor, but not dream poor. What them? Now I like to work with the Papanatem. The purpose on the so be
Papano, a Akufo-Addo Breso, or call some boy. I a boy. I'm a chief who say, and no criticize Akufo-Addo and background. But this very one, no.
One can't
abayasem.
Now winning Saturday no Peter any I would buy between omo approve say SDF4 omo ba so ba ko business development for so I say e can say MPP time no say Galamsey na e koso ni ntine e affect esubo yeah publications do hol mo I would do me ashe. Eti was say Galamsey hampering baptism of new converts in rivers and streams. SD Church laments. Where 8th October 2024. We could say 8th October 2024.
Yeah.
What is it? And the MPP need be a key and a SD on. What is this? Obian Cafe. Yes, deeper forms can be, deeper life forms can be. Nina, what are the training? And so MPP need be and Kasa. This shows how NDC for Omuya intolerant. This shows how NDC for say Omuya very, very disrespectful. Omumwadie enti Mamma Diana Wayan. Kwaku sad NDC 40 and indeed omoko hono kwesi adano menya sure so mo maju so mo de tell panel ko menya sure no menya sure menya sure na jibo staff ebe kasa no na ebel mu se wo de won kasa asem no na yemi se etutu na
me hweti for staff bia na osu
a bia no de
na me hwe ne din
chief
na asamoye mi hu ni su no eba mitimi nkan wa fidie so
ajashi
Kwaku chief of staff ye papa
adewe o
so wo dia montia obia bo didi ba sa papa no but sa dia we okoye ne die o dia gune ho ani mu ase too much abashe boni nsem sa no we ebi so ye piapia so nkoye dia Kwaku ene ono na wusa ye piapia nkwa wusa
ena anu a ayi friend saying helicopter ekonya accident e wo boase nipa nwotwe ewuye ministers ni soja for mpanifo ewuye minyanentie said na Jubilee House na ayedin se panimu bi betima beka abesa announcement no abontin na muka so wona bujulo zebra eni edin no ye manenka because asa de kan de anodin wunne kokudrufu a wuntimi ema ona bujulo zebra ebetim begina Ghana fo nyina anim ebe ya announcement we say enipa nwotwe efrem abapo ni ntimpo mo mabusa fo ba mane o eso live TV ya cameras still so nim say a live broadcast for so wanzu na ye dey no baba ye dey no baba kupen obaba kupen
Mr. Kwame
Jesse di sofo penny ba akwa
Kwame Jesse machine enso a ke bolumba mano on tena se mama oba ba ko pe
baako pɛ
ɛmɛ bibiri ma na
ma bibiri mi
ɔna so bɛti da fa
ma bibiri ma na yi ase o se na wo kan no owura John ka kyerɛ sɛ asɛm da sini na yɛrɛ hɔ akora mo ntimi ni o ma nanim ti wo tena kyɛn ma die na no poku adwuma ato aso abu ban no yes ekusi sɛ obetimi arecover nti na ebu o man no ɛna Julius ɛna bɛ yɛ announcement no ɔyɛ announcement na wensu
yes eti yɛ den ɔba baako pɛ
ọba baako penti ọba baako
ebedi di sọfọ baako pẹ atem
the power of a woman
etimi esu se ya nivias in fact say chief decide who ye PhD holder on ti why academic eti ba cho books who throw book am did say
ebe feature wo
yes it has to feature
ọba baako pẹ
the power of a woman
ọba baako pẹ chief of staff osu
and the book ni din yẹ ọba baako
pẹ ọba baako ajiji mi
ama bedura say
now o share send and drag yeah tweet Julius pa social media
this is going to be his lowest moment ever and forever he will regret it.
Me can say we a clear demonstration say Julius can never be a president in Ghana. You know the reason why? And then no more launch code of conduct no on the gina e kasa e catch the Ghana for nyina say aban no aba no wudi nsem a now co-president who cry president because Julius dear was signed craft and they now for what was yes chief government
enforcer
a chief government enforcer and chief government employee
yes
an administrator also keeping the government in check now crack a whip no so one super theory there now go down why be the president here and they said say we are you over Ghana Criers Association the Ghana Mourners Association
and the Wailers
Ghana Mourners and Wailers Association it's just in the aba akene John Jinapo di ba yi na mati egum na musu pacho
how can we be like that say one make you a valid point say okasa ye no aka say we yes sa ni mani bi da fall foul asemi ko do president one man president ka tell say Julius asan ye it means
the end who bet me
chief of staff mami wey what is preventing you say obesan adie what is preventing you say obesan adie baba ko pen
NFL baba ko penti na waka oni atu
ya aban ni nyina e so fa say
wo sunsun no bezu
what people aka say wi interestingly amachia na mesan hwa ade ba President Mahama eka say wabane say birthday celebration okay obuye no Felix Kwaku for so be kind of body say President Mahama say birthdays nyina of the appointees omunya idie obedi ahye wo dem ediri kakre
pa and Julius gangan to one pa oh say John Mahama no ono a be shebo say me catch us a code of conduct no ono ani di kebu so we si mobia enya achede 20,000 wo so wo di achede 100 millions dabi abayia who near private jet you the money say achede in millions of cities
can obi so the chair no
na can no mo the chair no na nyina wagye wo wi house me ye ko bo we ni enfan wie me bo Pentecost of penny no na some video di kan o se coat no e ya asamo a okan na Mahama breso a me yewusi oba kokoni no edidi na tem uwi na tosu miinu no eya asamo okan na kufu ado breso 2022 a ubia anka na hwe fa sanse miinu etoto ho ke ba bi okan no ene ba bi ansam ni fi na fi yefemu aba yenkoko he video imra
Degradation and Galamsey menace. The extensive pollution of water bodies due to environmental degradation and Galamsey menace. The extensive pollution of water bodies due to illegal mining has hampered traditional water baptism in some mining communities, necessitating a shift to synthetic rubber pools in several districts to carry out the ordinance.
Oh, yeah, you Pentecost head and the chairman.
Yes, the better. Next time,
okay.
Those people, they have to be sought for.
Just about 1 minute. Degradation and Galamsey menace. The extensive pollution of water bodies due to illegal mining has hampered traditional water baptism in some mining communities, necessitating a shift to synthetic rubber pools in several districts to carry out the ordinance. This is a human problem, so human beings can solve it. Where there is a will, human beings can solve it. Some people are not willing. Those people, they have to be sought for, sit them down, and cause them. Those who are not willing should be caused to be willing. That is what I'm talking about leadership. But human beings, there's nothing that we can destroy, and there's nothing that we can build. Now that we have destroyed this, if there is a will for us to build, when we sit down, we'll build. It seems a complex issue, but we also need complex approach to be able to deal with this. So the approach should be multifaceted. When we sit down and Ghanaians put their mind to this, it can be solved.
All right, me that say, enti ufie utie papa na that's when go down. As someone can Mahama Bresu or Sheni Kuti, na enye se or criticize Galamsey. Onamu or ye announcement. Actually, na sorry mama ne say Galamsey na say you should nti fie na ekono. Ye jai esubonti mu esubo. Ba utie no kan na kufu ado Bresu na or criticize leadership. Say leadership no enye willing to fight Galamsey. Now, so leadership no willing, Kufu Ado Aban no, onya willing so be fight Galamsey. Now, say Kufu Ado Aban then willing so be fight Galamsey ya, and kubetimi aye, and then nobody from the New Patriotic Party, and na eba bonten, ebo shiremapu, china apostle nyameche.
Oh, and I'm not no. Go on so kind. Ghana for the difference between MPP and NDC. Bible says Chakwara no kwa wonfa so onyina onfiri ho abase boni ni ntete e boni a Rollins ade tete NDC nkwada no eno na anyi na aso aba ena omoti na ho ntansa na meka Ghana fo nyina Rollins baaye ade ode baaye positive defiance akwada abu panini eduma kwa dwuma mu no na chief director wo ho na yakwate workers defense committee wa dwuma no na kwada bi afa na yafa na dwuma no ono na chairman ejimpanimfo no omnyina esuru e wa dwuma mu ho ana omde tete NDC fo na omde anyiri ana na Maria Wusi akwatena ho edi nsemu because apostle can say Galamsey na ekoso ese o ma ne niema no se panimfo ka se ometua na ma wo ho a ometua na ma wo ho amade jai na sa be no ye kampanimfo ase na o kan yi ayo mampani ade na ban nanso mampani aban mu no obi ampie ameka so papa wan ko no antumu a de de baye wo no wa mo bi amowa we ya ho na so fo kasa wa mo mampani wa mo aban di wan ka yo kasa o se de Galamsey ani ntino yantimi ma su o nsuo mu bio no wo Maria Wusi wa ko trap TV so akodi di sopani natem and NDC mu efri afam kwasi so yanya ba obi ba akokra na me condemn na ya say the chief of staff na so twe akwada na so no akobia bia de ni esu avreho chale
many asidi ketia and can come out to condemn Samuel Usi issue
na dia odia
so clear leadership na answer say oye leader na nye Julius
I need they say oba be ka say opeso ofabro ja ho yi akoko sem ko be yanko assembly ba yanko no so
oh betimi ai because joma ama tetem no Julius no push nkofo say din kete na ba bonte be ka say
okay so Mina Penny back on London was sending message was saying when the woman said nasty things about Samira Baumi, some people were silent but are pleased about what she has just said about the
that's why I come as almost for one sem nipa baako ayi mi nua kodwa ansan kofodua oh yeah is original correspondent ma GH1
yes
and I'm a senior no trouble to them say kwadwo abre ana maame no edidi Samira ne Baumi ano matem no aden na wa mekasa ne odidi so say I don't follow to garbage to the dustbin na me say what so why are you in the dustbin today
is that and one room dustbin mu
you can't so penny as and now you are in the dustbin
and one room
you are not just in the dustbin but you are eating from the dustbin because account here
but we so be you
we
are customer go no was if there was no woman among the 8 people who died in the helicopter crash that is why the Zebra didn't crash
no so e be bad
Ghana for
that
how many dey go no you count
million na bobo centrofo bidin obo nipa be 9 bidin ya edidi mami didi samira ba mi ate wo man kasa eso didi so penya ate o ma tiesim eno kasa and such is life and through the momon ko badi si won to kwa nkonya go pon ko bi ma enti abowo ni bia se wo didi samira ba mi ate ma samira nkasa no ho edi ni nsia ba bi da
ba o mi nkasa
no wonim no they don't even know of her
say ba o mi aye autism or your autism child
SNS say the Europe is the most dangerous woman
who we are say Akufo-Addo ne mpra lesbian tina one pass LGBTQIA
hey and I'm not can kwasa sempa
o kwasa sam de na say Mr. me raise this issue look ma me no de godon
we are consistent
message kwasa akika look message say na you come to a conclusion say school papa Jimmy say the school papa Jimmy anka be ma me no wadu no anka ba na
akube enye yi but fa we to so mame Gideon the minister did say na fatus mame baby aso for penny apostle reclameche e kan na asem no na omo ye general council meetings Pentecost for ye general council meetings enti omo brochure ni mi wo bi enti ye no ni 22nd to 24th April ye and now waka say no waka bibi challenges asori no face challenges no and the whole more about 5 different challenges yeah we sha back was a persistent infrastructural deficit and high urban land cost back also retention of souls one Kwaku had some focus on Friday as only we need souls to crumpa na do dollar cycle and was say environmental degradation and the Galamsey menace just one paragraph of it eni pa so bete ye free so I think kaya na ma me di na pa ai den to so SD for the to so
na mo Africa no
Africa ko di na tem a prepare no se me kan se media action no and na SD dey no so join news and ye no 8 October 2024 Galamsey hampering baptism of new converts in rivers and streams SDHS laments 2 months to elections MPP ni bia amowa
any
SD for atem
anka says here for your politics all right me that say nti ba cho my your second topic is me mo dum so video no na me ba me ne any kind of video na sha say me ba yanko hwi yanko teens emu samomra
when you mention the name of JJ Rowling district assemblies come to mind. When you mention the name of John Ajakum Kufuor, National Health Insurance Scheme comes to mind. When you mention Anado Dankwa Kufuor, Queen Senior High School comes to mind. But when you mention John Mahama, Dumso, that's what we hear. We want someone who's going to take our country forward, not backward. I want to reassure all of you that my government will continue to work towards keeping the lights on, in spite of the global dynamics of energy pricing, because the alternative is not an option. We are not going back to do so. We'll leave that to President Mahama. I'm convinced and confident that our nation is on the right path. Despite our challenges and with God on our side, I have the firm belief that we shall succeed in this enterprise.
Mahama enya banu kwa de du so de be sane abetenti ma start me kan na week bi a meto bondo ba ko to ho ti me to be 1 year ade acha se menya ene me nya ankore ba kokora e betimi a sustain food. This is just the beginning. Hey,
Eyezu Antonton Barrio Eyezu Costo nyina begu Eyezu TV besai Eyezu kwa kotre kurase Eyezu dia mo pano no Eyezu dia beto mo kura mai
Eti anopawe to area where you do light to dental and rare ya coaching tia te e be fie na ebenya light no you be do so from aviation going so you do light eti transformer ya park egu cars mu be ebe na enti me kwa ma dental dey do so me so ye adai transformers be nkwa ni enso sa je sa dental dey ebi ndu ha omu change na asase oh mahama and the first one can know we Yankopon said let there be light mahama nkwa there disobedient in your city light oh mahama my light to an ebre do we di anu ohye adai
corona ya woswa esum nkwa na yewu esum suhum kromu ha nyina yetu baby yetu adai again light of adechi apre cost of for you omo nam tugu eyi about time for you omo ni ani tugu wo fridge mu wo for fridge say adai again dum so na na do ho mo se na dum so ye say ase dey dum so suhum for yenda light mu 3 hours impo suhum for yenda light mu 1 hour po adai
all right me da say mini mama mi fa we ensim na fi mi sim hana so me record ya ka assemby general secretary. Now people were misconstruing what you were saying. Say, you can't take it out. But you are fire. Eko ya mobile. That be any pay no. Onyamye sanye sinisra baimu. Tiani mguas yang kwaso no deka omo. Until you use a lesser spirit. A software binom, you use them. And then nyamena washe was sanye sinisra baimu. And I'm sorting classes somewhat Lawrence Tete Okokai. It's an apology to the world. This nonsense must stop. I didn't know see or the saying radio station, everyone can for us as swap. Yeah, over country. Unimyansa. Lawrence Tete unimyansa. Because all your Christoni pana, your Christoni dia. Any mood in Yamempenono. Yes, Christo Obama era bonnier for. Say yes to Christo to me, Lakios fee. Not say yes to Christo, not say free. Or the saying, or bad German phone, dear. Onim Yansa, no, could be so cruel, I was Subino, I would say to woman. Such a senseless talk. This nonsense, Lawrence Tete. This nonsense, you must stop. Now you're pressing me. I don't insult pastors, but I'm condemning him. No, because I may misprepare. And I'm proud to associate myself, but not such elements like Lawrence Tete. Yeah, we cut now, fat tribal idea betu. Yeah. Ninyan sensa. Sana minimum sana na mchiesi and ministers wa kia bacha dia mye pamono. Nyawe na ayer sa sebe ya nenumdu.
Oh na jwenye. And na uba yeno akromfo committee a yatie se Ghana abayin sa se yanton yeno oda no. No suffer onko ready a year 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 26. Emra asamu Elisha or catcher or the saying Gehazi was here bread to say mu and I would jingle. And bread to say also it was solid dinner emano. Nyamia Sunday the Lawrence Setters and co. You went against it and then you buy your tongue when you're chefa into the tribal politics. There trust to be no person maker. Many are more ya. NDC could you now mastermind? Your mama Kasati said, many are ya or the mama to 2 Bible who are emfoul. Or smart for Paul or kind say, may I bofra me Kasasa bofra. But mama de sabi, when you do 100 years of crown, and the bread bonny is to my bonny, or Becassa cry, I wouldn't know. O Quine and Quaba. It's ever bio, no sanka with me, Fiansa, woman penny, with all respect. Or could you now mastermind? And I'm a baby, oh dear. You discard someone, no matter appointing, and crying baby push you. The same person at 2012, 2008, Mushani says, school feed your head, Yabano. More the backup private school, Sinina. More the backup Crebiase. Ecosi say, mobile, you had a problem. It should have been gathered by wisdom. John Dramani Mama. With all respect, I fed your buyer, said Yakosi, and now cry at the Anemesema school every now and then. Daddy, yes, every now and then. Because the Anna yet, yeah, at the Anna yet. And the Brew headmaster see, any teacher see, ya come on at him, they are afraid. Yeah. But no. It took the intervention of Charles said, sanity, dear, your man crana cookie. Nana could be the new fear be jock, say, where you Pierre Mawa, and Tessa, and the Akoso. Yet, dear, my would have been done your man quada eba, animaku, oh, sweet, clap bomb. The Bodino, as I said so, the Facofodia, Lenda door, DJT, crying him. I said, you want to do cocoa before start for one. Baba Tedra so Konongo Gansa Petensa Santa Chimago as a flap I do your Marcelo. Aja Jollof for Lunka and no, I didn't know you didn't know. I'm away with all of us today. And I don't know if you they come out some one with mine, with all of it today. As a flap, I want to love the to Tilapia wine. Amunya, a piece of the night beer.
All right, Eddie, Papa, and you go on. And more beer now. Who said Kevin Taylor? See, I remember Kevin Taylor Nebu.
So they had a communication.
Kevin Taylor, in America, was saying AMPP for and and Dra. Fellows who actually statement about say, Great Kubos, Omo Yinedi. Na Omuri, no, ECG, a 24 Ashanti region, so. Omako reshuffle because Omune sabotage Jabai. And I'm say the year I think it was the year 2009, 10 thereabout. Okay, ni ebo match kesi bi Ghana ni Lesotho.
Kwaku ni do who?
Lesotho. Ghana ni Lesotho.
Ombo Kumasi.
Kumasi ni asom 7 years saying. Kumasi Sports Stadium. Kumasi Lesotho. And a Ghana, Satim, no, Messenia, Lesotho, Daddy. Ghana, some, Naku, you doom Kania, Crabia, for the team. And I go need to go. Ejina radio say, a sabotage. Ain't you know, Omasaki ECG boss. Here's my rule.
Here's my rule.
And then, as always, and then, yeah, say, John Jinapo say, really has. Some say head BSC Rua.
The most incompetent, quiet, truthful, the most incompetent. Energy Minister since 1982.
We are more saying, and I do so, and I do near PSK, your number of Kugu sector, no matter. Because NDC Bar Bemu, and that year, so Mahama in another Sika. Oh, Pesky should be a look, anytime be economy in Mubedi Biano, doom so bad. The only time under the Fourth Republic, our crisis by a doom samba and the Kufuado. Roll is the time. A big economic crisis by Ghana co IMF, doom so by. And I don't let you come for a big economic crisis, doom so by. And the man, Reku Rubinum, Equator generators, we buy a 12 generators. On one is actually, and I'm saying, will fall out with the government. The government was 12 generators. Sabrin time machine, Sabrin the buy. At a most the Bresso, Ghana economic crisis mono, and a doom so shas or mills Bresso, and a Durajo Mahama Bresso. And you only under a Kufuado, any Baumia, and a Ghana core economic crisis, Muko IMF, are doom sama. It's because of proper economic management. And then this is go on. Some bomb whom so, a one significant petrol say, Kim, as a mercy.
say muso ma ko yi
confirmed Lesotho
okay
me was sorry my interview story is 2nd June 2012
yeah
enti Lesotho
mo say amamuoru ko yi say the Dawuro esise abira o ma no kwa hochire mu no amamu no nyina se hochire ye no na ye kodum so but NDC for nko ane John Mahama ani je na no poku ajuman ani John jina pa se amani ye di ye mo se amamu no ko ye no na ye tidum so mu enti mo amamu na mo se ye ko ye no e ko ye wo hirifa na e ko ye wo hirifa media me person ke ye be investigation pa companies ye ton generators for Ghana no mo me hwe ni wianom because the media be suspected say him say emududu na ya NDC for dia enti omo ba na dum so ba na obi adibirika ko page data ato no menyiska ana sa anti asiani mo ba ya mo ko 2016 ana mu ja dum so John Mahama ko jina be say I have able to solve dum so so na dum so no ho na kufa dum ba no me yi dum so firi ho o ba ya metu dum so enu afinifa a child they would have come 2014 ya be 2016 adai enti wono dia na wodi sum ewoye do Mahama mo mebusa no so dia na oni esu ewoye da bia wo de oba ba mu a Ghana for kwa yehie mu ewo dum so mu saa ye homi ensi so ena wie ma yesishi edu adwuma no modum nkania na mfifiri ati ni pasa aneba chi abeso so kojo ya kojuma no no aye mere wunya un say emwa productivity enkoso apart from say dwuma eguo no edipa so ntimi nkoya dwuma yi
that's it
right
John Jinapo were proven once again say we are very incompetent,
the most incompetent
and
energy minister
and he's yes we liar we truthful now twa mu ye we be ka say Greek lines near the human the electricity no over 22 years yes sano mukai over 22 years yes sano enu ntino aban echigichi sane man na say over 22 years yes sano a adna ko saki Greek boss
say emose oye MPP organizer da nti wa shada na all sabotage
since a Greek buy and sama pano wa ye adwuma wo Greek ma pass through the rank
Kevin Taylor na say mo ye MPP 4
anya no correct
na godon et say Galamsey na yes wuntumi na ye Galamsey Uganda nyina na ya ti wuntumi
na Galamsey is
na still wuntumi koso na asorfo kwantumi mu asu
and say na Kwaku dey say you Trump dey the Iranian army has been obliterated
they have no navy they have no air force they have no defense so there be no
that is I say obliteration dey be say the new definition there. Oh, and to 22 years, yes, what that the M. Yan said on as Mian, yes, Greek Papano. Yes, the time I was work retirement. If I the time was June.
Okay,
I can't believe you.
And say end of year benefit and I
know my man, and now my truck letter man say, one this month ending. This month ending. I won't call retire. I won't call leave.
Accumulated leave.
Pending retirement. After we spoke with unity.
Then this is for
yes.
Professor Kenate for Kwaku retirement. Any fee retirement.
Unity. Ama and Kophobia bought them same be mutim say engineers be war Ashanti region no and na pole na do buy it na point engineers no and no sabotage system no we yes na na mo ka say bi aye no emuru munya sa chen ye bro so but eventually no bomu say munya sa no
eventually for vanishing even I can say yes 6 chema untimi dey to Galamsey o Ghana ya chi no a Galamsey be jai
ya ji the machines
and ya ji bibia
agomiem ya nanim say for
kosiada ebe ye press ko ji untimi ntade nyina ji bibia na enne ye ntimi mpo ma asore wo egbo asu wo Ghana na so ji say Dawuro be careful of putting things inside again na would be shame na me can say me be shame
yes say pythons take over transformer and as ECG staff risk life to restore power in Ahojo.
Aye. I say Andrew Dominicana 3 times. Me no call 3 hours and about call from 5 p.m. to 17 hours. And Kofu Bibri share my experience about doom so with that.
Because that be bufu ye pa you understand.
Aye, you know.
Barcelona never share Gaya pay ya key Real Madrid 11 points. The train ho kakra go be 15 minutes near do life.
Ghana for who? Tina me di carry President Akufo-Addo voices no videos no di kind no because of one Ghana for several times say look you can never ever rely on John Mahama. Na ne ekosu nyina no mere wusi issue ne dum so ne galamsey sem nyina no e ma ne nya won wa say obeti so ochina chema untumi asim bi aba because say NDC fo ya abronye ya chi abronya e be chema untumi to divert attention.
Yes.
Nti ma ne nya won wa say ochina kra bi a chema untumi nya bi the defense ko du court e be ka say ye jili no.
Aye. La Kwaku omo ade na
mo say chema untumi rearrested.
Omo betima don't be
just to
surprised.
divert attention. Aye, nti ma ne nya won kra hu say bibia sa akoso a e ma ne nya won.
Me fa to tie for mutie no ma mo hwe yesrem. Area say ya betini transformer holma me asonte.
Good.
Kwaku so far me hu area bia ya change transformer.
Be tie the whole area community kese o ye change transformer ba kokra.
Me hu ba bia o.
So me change transformer.
E be na po ye energy minister no. Na o me edum siesie no. Awo Kwaku video na me de so all the one na me de to Facebook.
Ne wo hia.
Enra na George Rapo ene sabi
I mean I'm the two.
Fema wo mo ye hwe. Say enwa.
Sabe de na o mu si ye. Ye said as MPP for the o ya kromfo ama.
Me pa cho na po time. Ye te so mo substation bi na ade a mo ye no say pokuase side ho videos ni na bai.
Because omo ye ba ko ka soa. Omo ye bi wo pokuase. Omo ye bi wo a lot of areas Kumasi. In fact it got to a point that near se power ni fi aboaze a enu Kumasi no na anu adwo. Nti omo san movie Ameri no from aboaze da aboaze us aboaze the Kumasi and all that. Some omo ye se adwuma no na sabi jenfi ene ene jonjina po yi a oso oyi nkofo di. Na omo twetwe aban no edi ntro.
Yes.
And John Dinapo na odi ntro e di HNDC for but Gideon Pacho sa I ready a me mo sa video ye wi a me mo sa video we na fe me nyana me nyam kwan see o de me mo sa video ni wi Gideon me mo sa video
and before the war no here umu dum dansuma 1 hour umu no mako dum tema 1 hour no mako dum Kumasi pick time no to dum 1 hour 2 hours 1 hour bebe 12 no omju ye wi no lo check
we have dum to politics
nti no ka say dum sie omu sie adum no
afena Matias
ye nokum ne dum so be ye di sie mo nti dum sie ba
yeah people for ya
we have a deficit of 500. Now, all this technology be a banana. Before the
okay, nti mahu nti abrea na MPP for any abre ye adwuma no mahu tro na John Dinapo a different people.
The mean of doom sie no John Dinapo kwasa esi di trase
omu si adum no
eso ba ye sie ya onu ebi no onu si no kan na de atua de yakopon
sa de gabe na de
abuja na otwe abo apam movement in the morning jumadi ni medin di Kwaku Dawuro da sebira jeja na god na salbedi akon e wo me chen ha ba ni nyina mu na ni da so ho me hu se nkrofo asene me message bibiri but ochina we will deal with issues of MPP internal issues no many a lot of reports across the country about disqualifying for this animal I wish it be a time and so into no china will deal with those issues about disqualification and all that
and it's still book now
still register homes and ceremony again Greater Accra Regional Minister no will fa ubi asasi udodoa private person but no private person asasi da ho also the market women echo na sabi o mpanifo gbugbe bi se pete masa asese na hokwa nti obi da hokwa enyinteti asokwa obi asase da ho wato wo e de afa ho sa aban po hia e de bibia sa aban ni nipa na kyena se e negotiate me wa na nipa ne pene a o de ama aban ba we de maami ma sa oruso another person a wo mu ade Greater Accra Regional Minister no o mu hwehwehwe
maame no
nti o kyena we will deal with that issue but we are told say washada opeso yes or the mark gusu we are not the private developer no we develop no we fast as no so no person as so we are sending a caution to her no china will deal with that issue but voter region for no am indication say afi this very campaign they will lead the campaign ama MPP and the voter regional MPP ama indication and normal a nice song but I think said this song a wonderful song and ti mummy and koshe enyum ne mrana me ba na fe me ma ye na ahwese bi kaka ha menye because me say menyu sika na wa ko jere bia ka say me de nyuma koma da wuru na wa jimi sika na wa mo menwum enti me nipa o mu tie me wo de nyum ba dwum ha na metie wo diska kora ka ho amenye because me say me mo ntimi me nyi usika na makwa kodi saska no enye me hwe and we no you're from Voice of the Elephant. I don't know them. I have no contact with them. But why would you know? Yes. Now one who dia and you nikitana and you'll be never catch us and you will book. This is a banger. This is a banger. And you know, I don't know them. I have not heard from them. I just chanced on the song and I realized it's a powerful song. And I'm just happy that a voter for na LED fight this time round. And you know, I said my daughter say from Sabri Ekono. Anytime bia menya kwa bia no me de be shim oh apologies to Nana Hesu I tell you the be wom etino I me de shim na sha me de be wom yeah me say video no na bi mo say MPP Kale and na you the important thing is enyum no is a bang na no say MPP me de ma dream ma ni ba wo hu ana etino video you get them na ya dramatic feedback we benye bia no e ba hwehwe mo so mo suit ya so mo hwe your address you know the movement for ma no ho ma be hear dado o so bo address be say minister John na address no ko eti pa cho mo hwe ye eti ma ye birthday sleep ya Gideon ye be sign the sisu ba ku biem ansa na fe die ye ni etiefo awie na as usual no pope for hope wakan hu I see they so odu achi or your vice ntinum o say no pay yefa happy birthday Emma Michael Saka Dakwa of United Kingdom and wa wodanti from Mama Vidash say mama say be pukunua so say from Mama Vidash and unua no nyina almost see and show happy birthday and your wife Mami Isi of Cape Coast I say we show happy birthday we fi don poop and but on the share white no wonye na enyi free quick na yenko yenim na fi etimi atwa so ha kwet oni say friend Michael Saka Dakwa of United Kingdom nti o Mama Vidash and fi from Palace Town and fi Pope for Hope and oyire Mami Isi so we show happy birthday nyakopon shira na o man kwatenten no achinom o say Papa Ura call Ajaribans ese ne ba e friend me Vince Donko ene ne nana ese ne ba no so eba e friend no Damien Donko omo so omo di on birthday ene omo wo Aguna Suedru akolan so wo Aguna Suedru Catholic Basic School na oni ne ma me nyina so ntie ne o si en wo shom happy birthday ti Madam Mavis Donko wona oba Damien Donko say we some happy birthday and pay and we last one from here or say the friend of that here Nana Budu or say we say Joanna Tingi of a week care tips and spa or alajo or also ene na wodanti yen we say happy birthday and for Emmanuel Joan Tingi and pay a happy birthday to you from that here Nana Budu say on your birthday. That's right. Okay. Maybe. Gideon yanko sister Ama Senya aduchwa sister Ama Senya aduchwa ene your birthday. Akaka se ba ku wi ana menye. Right. Ene Kristo asafo busunya na ewo Kumase ekropon ho no eho se yemfa fidie so na yema happy birthday. Sister Ama Senya aduchwa yema happy birthday. Afi Constance Sewa Ofusu Constance Sewa Ofusu ewo Fijasi Kumasi Fijasi na we efri ama efri yi ho I say oma happy birthday ti Constance Sewa Ofusu of Fijasi yema happy birthday we yeah no don obi me obako ewo ho no give you back to my son baby into we ana ya no pa you know bitware no na mind birthday you know, Pacho, and I honorable member of parliament for Ayensuano, honorable Ida Ajua Esidu, and then Aoda, honorable Ida Ajua Esidu, and then Aoda, we MP for Ayensuano constituency in the Eastern region. Tiano Pay, they will show happy birthday. Yes, sir, Yankupon Shra, and Kwatintin Edema, young MP and then first time MP Sinyame Emma or Oton and Chawakunyan so.
Well, very affable, very affable person. Okay, at my birthday, no, small boy was at the Fitana good Kaka, I want him. Factors by me, ne papa, at the titles Asante, and a brand acquire your friend, no, Andy Akufu Mensa Asante, Andy Akufu Mensa Asante, and then we didn't be 11 years. It's in papa titles Asante, and then a man in the bush of Fujina, and they say, Emma, happy birthday to you, Andy Akufu Mensa Asante. Into we no. I feel good of family of Father Lotus, not as a bit, and your mamma, and Yeni Yami Aduma, Yawada. And now what you could do more fun. And now she's into that. Ready, are you ready now?
Papa, now friend to my black and white, I said, no. I was a penny and the Quabana at the Kub upon were feeble. Now, Yamia Duma, Busumi, a promise me that toss with your son. And I did now to that. Our Victory Presbyterian Church, I want them to Fafa. Intuition so better say the panel 25 chrono here God dey wish me apedi na believe say some crowd to be able to pay some black of people now e black people now o there be there anti ya twins ya wada wo ya wada na me aduma ya wada we ya
yes ya wada
ye di na o twida no e wo Victory Presbyterian Church adenta fra ha e wo kan ya twedi ye bai. Yeah, we are good. Alright,
that's why we go to this one and I feel you could.
Yeah, Capra.
I promise my mom. I'm for any jacka, cry, the only tribute, the kind of nature may disappear yet. What would you know me and say about banana pay? I can find more BB or hay and no tea. The only carry a gastromister. When your stomach ulcer, typhoid fever, diarrhea, and indigestion, and answer one so the other toy of your yard. Person baby the wine. Now, a babu. Ama huato we your babu nsa wote ya won sebo no esisi so wonya yeast infection won so be here menstrual plus mixture wonya bi no ma betu sa ha na so be ma waji mpanin kwa so no wasu mpanin fie so no wo kro no prostate da sa se na ye kese prostate ye kese a odun so na affect no e do how be brew ba ku kana no mkan ya yam sheme so mutima yesu be ma no so ye mbre e du adwuma wo tu bi adwuma yie timi so mo ni mbre na kope prostate plus mixture nature medicine dia bani bi na fa sa ho yade se lebeye na ho ebeto wo se no ya kika nyina na upe bi ato abia tutu adu bi akwa obenye bi e ho no mato o person friend so a free 0248778899 now no more akasa natural ventures at the Congo ointment yaba ya na skin rashes at egugu enso kan ho na ho ye ohire eyam ni kakawure tutu ma ho basabasa nantema propro how pompota abobo anase oba esuboni gu bema ojunsa oti ya wo mu a obehia Congo ointment na dia sa ho yare se be ya wo so obenya wo fa ahodie na bia tuntun do bia akwa obusa Congo ointment ya no ma yen fefe kama ti se miatie no benye bia to person fra no ma 0249 017 101 and 0204 616161 Mediba for Heba Hospital Dr. Tamu Daso Oton Safro say Arabia e ha wo bia bomodin na fabra na so e na mitumi nti wo de ba won san fan kofie o kono ba kon se bidie card center botu abuo but won kofie ba kon ti se de wo yusu Land Cruiser turbo engine pa wo de anidie na be ko kuma so mo abu akwa atwago e na kram so mo poku ase mayira onama 0244 774 282 Alwat Medical Skin Care Center Nakacho say entadia eyefia de call landry kosi enipedian so landry de enipedian landry Alwat Medical Skin Care Center ti say we no say ya e ho de ko no mu sesi maye wanim na crop pimples na so be giafa anasa honam na say wonam awa won tattoo ho but na honam no ankasa tattoo ne ho a fabra ho na wo mo enhwe nsesi ema na futu abde mada ni se mem kotie obi se me manim pimples be go ku re na sabra we na bisra ye bisro akoni krani bleku odi ense obi ankoni ni moja wan fi ado akofo obi nkuo na ni semina na de akose wo de kra ko ho obu fi wi amahuru nkukuro semina kra na se dukra oni be ma obetumi atusa ha no ase omo branches 3 ena wa kra ha baako ewo osu post office na chi baako Pantan hospital kwan so ena baako so East Lagos na Champion Junction Kumasi de omo patasi omo benshare filling station no on number 0277 580 559 Tabia Herbal Center omo de Tabia Herbal Mixture aba Tabia Herbal Mixture to malaria fever ne untutuo nyina ase wonuma to a wuntimi didie no wonya Tabia Herbal Mixture na no numa onum bete na aduane aye ode ama bibia aye kama ebisuanche mfa duro no tie se efie bia mu muni bi ekura na nya kachi baako desi ho se be amde bebo mu ho ban na Dr. Chris Ajimai wotra si buru se efie be ya da ne faru ba nyina aye be ma na wo fie no wono adwuma obe yi anadwo no ene ma di jeba ene ho se me ma nso dadwene ne yakoda na ne adwuma dinti enche ne aye mbre wo mpem to mo de Tabia taku aba or the turmeric and flaxseed black pepper ginseng ne ginger na afrafra ye na eya djuma obebe ntibu pa tubeti ase o Tabia Herbal Mixture ana Tabia taku bata ko be bi otunto odo bia unya koduru ho a obenye bi ato e wo ho no wo pe bi atudi anu afra 0243 686861 wonsa ebeka bi high sense ya titi so say hwi no challenger except cocoa. High sense home appliances ne bono ne fono no challenger this is cocoa and that mahama open home appliance bi ato television home theater air conditioner fridge deep freezer microwave blender rice cooker washing machine air fryer electric iron electric stove gas stove ni nyina no oko high sense ya we just papa na so ne bo from ato ya to your showrooms na pekinga na ha ba bibia minim desetia yani showroom ho this is what cry will be you need na ho no wo dia be answer be fire number ye number ni baako ufra the bigger na be bia no an be fa 0302 550 000 0302 550 000 diagnostic about industry omo na 20 na 74 draba abibi dra ati se ensuo na eye immune booster kase pa eboa ma onkwamwa no kutia yare no enya hoden nti yare ne na mframa mo no we bi nkan because bewa omo akromedwane eya djuma pa ne sasa mo jamu yare bi ti say high blood pressure high blood sugar hepatitis B and C wo HIV kwa na hu no nom sadro bia eboa ema eniema koye wonya kidney and liver infection or say how prostate no ayekese obawa enkada wana trans wache asme how obota ya oya anase kro atu omia emuda 2074 ebeboa wo okoba bia tuntu ado bia ubisa wenye bia to de wura befidi na udu wa pe oso pe T74 de ne awobekai obenye bi nse ope ho nse bia bisa nso afre 0246 073 498 and 0501 628931 ye ko suhum de anura de the whole day suhum esum say kabi yanso ene a aja be ye dey ye an ye pe ye tuyefo na akufu adu tuyefo ni yantie ene akofa dum so ato ye ho so chocho skin care products o pe bi ato akọ chocho herbal industry wo suhum obenya dodo bi a wo pe e wo ho no ye wo chocho herbal soap ye di dware ene ye wo chocho herbal cream ene chocho royal gel disra chocho herbal cream no ye ma normal skin yi ena royal gel ye ma woni o mo wi ne ni na ye wisa kakra no so no afa ye wo chocho hand and food cream eno no nsem ya odi eye den na won ntita papa ya yusu no bi chocho hair products no eye ma woni a eho a aje omutiri afa ma ayese dia katiasi omutiri so no ye chocho skin toner o de sra ma no ma wi ne no tro fe shine kama chocho ba no ya hututu odi no edi se hutu tutu a ya no apedi edura nwuma na odware wi na wo koda no wasra na odi akoda ade be tia be sore no na ayese de na wocho nko adwuma kra da na wonya adwuma din bia no ho asisu ho so kama okọ pandamat palace mobacho na total spintex edi supermarket bia bewa ye nupai obenye bi ato e ho no kabota garages omusiesi car ho problem bia bibia se eye car problem fabre wo mo ye nyisu ye nkase wi bibia no a e baka ho mutimi nye car no konya accident ya wo de otumi mo mo de aka no de gu trouble so anase wo de fa towing car eba ye be yama o car ko sesi community ma fra e be ba beto akwa yama towing fi no ye ni ayeka o car no wutumi famre ye fi se adwumanti wunye kwadwuma no pa opon najo ni se ofre ye be ma driver ni abefani akoyama free cha kwa wa awochi waterways se wo free la pass ɛkɔ kaso a wɔn nsa benkum so wotra banya traffic light na yɛwɔ hɔ so ofiri kaso a na ɛba de a ɔbɛba bɛtɔ ansa na wadu banya traffic light no ɛwɔ wɔn nsa nifa so fra yɛn 0542 275 0206 481 and 0542 961 111. Dr. Mohammed Edu of Edu Herbal Hospital also ọchịchị ya nyinaa na nọpɛ ɛkamfo Edu Herbal Hospital ama sɛ yareɛ no a ɛha wɔ no brane fa bibido ntu aseɛ na wo ho ntɔw yareɛ ahorow nyinaa yɛ sa na yareɛ mmienu a yɛdi mu akotempa yɛ nam yareɛ STD yɛsɛ akwadaa no nkɔ afikyire nanso ɔkɔ na sɛ aboaten akɔka no a yɛhwɛ no ma no mu yɛsɛ nka bɛyɛ a monyae adwamammɔ ne mprampran twe basabasa wɔyɛgyae no akɔfa yareɛ ba a yɛnka sɛ no nti yɛmmoa wu yɛbɛhwɛ wo na yɛtu yareɛ no ase ama stroke no akye wo busuani bi a ɔmmɔden afa no Edu Herbal Hospital na yɛbɛhwɛ no ama ne ho ayɛ no din yɛwɔ mankasi mbɛ afi kurom Central Region ɛne ɔ branch nso wɔ Accra ɔdɔkɔ official town Christ Ebenezer Preparatory School no nkyɛn hɔ a yɛne ara nso na yɛde SMB test aba SMB test ɛduro tatahwe a ɛsa yarewa ahorow bebree na wonye binom a ɛbɛboa paa bɛsɛ wopɛ SMB test wo nsɛm abisa afrɛ Peter Nkama of Daily Dispatch wobɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu ama wo paa ɛmaa nom mmarima nom nti wobɛte aseɛ baabi atoto ado bia bɛnya SMB test no bi atɔ pɛ bi atu afrɛ 0243 989 368 ɛna 0558 379 645 nyame ɛbɔ ayɛ ɔbɔ nneɛma a yɛdie no bebree nneɛma bebree ama yɛdie no faa nso yɛ duro ebi ne garlic yɛ duro paa na yɛhu ɛtaa de yɛ aduane di yɛnim ahoɔden ɛwɔ mu na garlic ade baako a nama nipa dodoɔ no ntumi enyi suo ne scent no nti ne abɛɛfo nim deɛ kwan so nti no yɛyɛ bi capsules topa yɛ yɛyɛ bi mixture a yɛnom ɛsa yare bebree yɛwɔ baako bi a ɛno no sɛ wo nsa ne wo nan tae tititi wobɛnom woduru anwummerɛ wontumi na yàrá wani sọ wisi ọba wọn nsẹm wọn sisi so a wọnyẹ bi a ebetu ase ẹnu ni yẹfẹ no victory garlic mixture no victory garlic mixture bisọ ọkọtọ a ẹma wúrẹ fi victory no wúrẹ fi n'akọ gyina wọn aka sọ pẹ garlic mixture tọ a yẹbẹ yi baako ni bi ama wa ebi ana amoa o bẹẹbi ẹtuntun ẹdọ bi akọ abẹnyẹ bi atọ wọwọ kumasi náà pẹbi etu akọ PFA pharmacy Colinac herbal misty herbal afei Repash Ventures ọkansi daglin tinated herbal ẹwọn nyinaa ọkọ a ọbẹnyẹ bi ẹwọ hɔ nom fúrẹ́ 0242 545-633. Movement television ni won tumi radio ye wa Accra. Ye to nsa afro se dwumadie bi a wodie bi apese mo ho dawuru ma no. Fabra ye bobbo ho dawuru ma mansan to nka. Me say wodie wo wodie chinyefo a wo sore na akọ Facebook na YouTube na akọ have views no. Say TV station by na wo Ghana ha. Sore no for more views. Every Movement TV. Ye number 1. Tubo ho bibia ho dawuru wa ha. Bia eto nka. Kokomlemle de wo Accra New Town kwa no so fi circle e na besna kwa Accra New Town na fa odor rice anim ho a wo trasa disco traffic light na bra onim tin on send fan so first junction no heavy do choba junction wo try the next junction on your right no how na Movement television you won't be ready ye wo the numbers ni 0509 301 401 0592 589 720 and 0246 375 134 prayer yẹnu ẹtutwe ẹnkọmọ very reverend I.K. Chum retired Methodist clergy Kumasi yẹma akye evangelist Fredako Bible Study and Prayer Group Center which apatẹ so yẹ kyia Ohima Abrafi of Abrafi Collections good morning. Ramewi.
All right, so that's where me that sinti ebe corner yene Pamford Akudi and come from Champion travel and tour na amonso e dia manfo akwabuchi akra good morning
Nero
dia boko die
Chris Ado na so e
de nyankopon ase yenhwe hu ye pa na no ka se mudi na sesa kakra isia wo se name
AKO Champion Travel
isia mudi AKO abedi anim AKO Champion Travel and Agency Travel Agency
yes.
Okay AKO Champion Travel Agency.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. But I no pay wadaruma. E dey na bo meti.
You dey already enjoy kesen koma movement dey with be for na hwefo nyina. We Champion Travel Agency, AKO Champion Travel Agency. AKO Champion Travel Agency. Ye that say nyina say Dawuro is a Ghana ye din. Ngofo so manu mai mere. Be binu die, ye mu binu die.
Omo anu sha so makasa omo jai. Omo anu mo kase tetem bi no majai.
Easy clock sa bibia na femu. Bibia edi. Ti esre champion. Ye se brane fa wontu kwan. enko ye adwuma ma no ne nya sika fa beba bra ana nya sika fa be hwe fie wo a opese otu kwan ensan adwuma bi akite bia na Ghana ye de nti bra hwe AKO Champion Travel Agency chi kwan ye won sawon overhead bra ne ye fa won tu kwan ye won tise fefefe ye work and pay wo hono ena opese okọ stay so a eno so wo opese okọ sra wa wofo abusuafo ukunu yere opese okọ fa no ba na so opese obefa okọ champion ya ye crowd say bra ne ye fa won tu kwan baby bia wo bia fa ne san adwuma okita enya painter for enya plumbers enya mason enya carpenter for enya drivers for enya forklifters is adwuma de baby bia opese okọ bia no champion ya ready say do beko o makọ ya adwuma eje ska gu botom enko for koma quest standard ba champion de say utu mira no akire sie esi yentimi ni wondi is our so phone so na mo hia bra ya so ye wo nsawam overhead Champion Travel Agency ye wo nsawam overhead bra ho ne on trust nko hyehyeye se na tie krowe na bebo country na bebo ma akọ a wetime nya sika egu botum adwuma na wo ye no country na de ko so a betime nya sika nya se sorry na de ko be keke America pen yenye US baby bia pese ko bia no champion ya ready say bra na fa on tu kwan ko ye adwuma na nya sika fe gu botum fa insan adwuma bia kite bia no na nya school nko a obi a ko school nko na tu kwan say why ready so pese tu kwan a bra work and pay wo honum ne fa on tu kwan na kona ko ye adwuma na nya sika fe gu botum nya bi fa hwe ebusia Champion Travel Agency ye wo ensawam overhead bi say ensawam overhead ho ene ye wo nti o hwe yen a bra honum o je di overhead ho na ye honum obi a be fe bia na ba be fa do akọ champion mi ma ye no ma no se de bia we nko kufi 0246 657 638 057 sorry 0246 657 638 Champion Travel Agency ye no ma na message so 0246 657 638 Champion Travel Agency ya so ya awon sound overhead baby biara person ko bia no champion ai crowd na agent for na margin ko for sikedi na mutumi for mutu kwan no ni tubu gana mo yere na mo ma na mutumi ko fie no ye fra ma mutumi fa no mo fra champion ne ni mo ndi sawaso ne eche mo kwan betumi di mo nkofo na margin mo sikedi etu kwan wo so person ko fa ukunu ana so person ba Ghana be fa ukunu be fa yere de ne ko champion ai ready ai crowd o person be fa unu ana se oba na se unu kwa fa so be fa na fra champion ai crowd se be ba ye be boa na de oba na brew na se de ukunu na brew ya de o yere na brew fra wo so person ko fa de fi wo ebi o ka kwantuo de wo ontumi ba fi wa kwa da wa ye juma odi papers enti o kwa fa so be fi fra champion ye o se
se ya pound mi so
ko bio enti fra champion o se ma o ne ma me fa o ne fa mbra fie na se ade o fie ye ho na mmoa wo abrafie na bebrebra be adwuma ka so fa fie ukwa telephone kakra ho no ntia de anya no ense no fa bra be bi wo fie na omo so akonya no ho ma wo betuna ko no omo ko oya na mo gu ho no mo na omo ko ne mai abrochire nya kwantu onye eso mo anya maka ho no mo bra mo ma kan o Ghana ati mo bra se wa kana so ntumi ba frɛ champion ba be fa de e de wa be fie wo so wa ready apesa wo ko no ena na chine yai ena na chine akonya no gu ho akonya no da ho ma wo frɛ Champion Travel Agency 0246 657 638 for champion near me found near Friday and found two kwan baby bia obia ye work and pay and a person could stay ye school ho ye school for ho se bia o ko na bia ye o na bra na found two kwan ko ye adwuma ye plumbers mason carpenter weather still vendors ye painters ye nurses ye teachers baby bia why ready episode two kwan dia no champion ya crowd say episode two kwan e ko adwuma nyesika gu botom AKO Champion Travel Agency AKO Champion Travel Agency ye wo ensawam overhead baby bia be free bia no connection men no connection for no my connection men na margin go for sikedi no agent for no margin go for sikedi esi batakale ada so tia ma hu kemu papa ewom ye ne ka say send iska ofo so bra ya so ye bra office wo ne no ndi sawa so ne nkyerɛw de be bo na kona koye connection men no agent for no margin go for sikedi me ka bi mo agent for no margin go for sikedi no de bi o fra ka kyerɛ mo fra ye ne mu ndi dwuma no bom ye ne mu ndi sawa so na nkyerɛ mo kwa betumi ade abo na mo de mo nkɔfo na ko Champion Travel Agency AKO Champion Travel Agency ye wo ensawam overhead ye na mane 0246 657 638 ye wo ensawam overhead fra ye ne udi insawaso ne fa on tu kwan na koyi adwuma na nyesika gubutum na nyesika fa hwe busua na isi Ghana ye din ye gi ye ho anje baby bia ye din enti nye se bia obetena faako edu sa hye dem fam kakara wanya ne bra na champion ye mmoa wo eye ye work campaign fofofuo ye no betena sa ko hye kama kakara bi na betua o ka so nko kakara bi na champions akoye kuo kese ye fe etu ba oba register o mane keke o ba ye ne udi nko ba ye betio se register ba register be ke kuo no na fe be se ye boa wa ye boa ye de ye nua na se ye ba na ye fe nye se wo sorry as champion matem nkanti hye ne te ofo so braso ye ho ne no ye de eni sawa so ne fa ntu kwan be si no man studio 0246 657 638 champion travel agency ye wa nsawam overhead udu overhead wana afre ye ye ba be fa wo ne de wa ko office so ne de wa kudi nkomo mperifo ay crowd so mbecheche no meni so na wo so ate ase usika de nya de abeji sika di utu sika sungu ensani sika ma ye wo phone so bra office no na ne mperifo mete na fide o mo ncheche de ko na fide fa sika no mo udi passport abra ebe bia ma udi passport abra ebe bia ma champion ya e crowd se ye pese ye boa emebunu no ye boa obi bia o pese o ye de obobra ni sika to di botum nti dero dia o hono no ene de me de bre Ghana fo ni obi a waye ready be pese otu kwan bia na champion ye bia ya taba mu obi a waje obi sika dia o tumi fa no tukwan champion ye bia ya taba mu se bra frɛ yen ne enu ni sawaso ne kire kwa abefa so ade sa onipa no ebekɔ a okwa konya amane na isane bia ko si a Ghana ye din mudi nkɔfo sika duabɔ na eba no ano hye si Ghana de bo bia si ada nyawo enti monya nkɔfo sika di na mo mbra na champion ene mo ndi dwuma ne mbom ne mbom na mo fa mo nkɔfo ntukwan champion travel agency AKO champion travel agency ye won sawom overhead ye no man ni 0246 657 638 in sawom overhead frɛ yen ne ndi nsawaso ne fa ntukwan ne nyeska gubotom deru.
All right, me da say champion for ebusuanti we dia muntu anamona emwa bi am behia bia no monsa ebitimi aka ye twa ehu tiawa na yakoji adwedi nkrato ye ba ene George Krobia Asante NPP Deputy Director Communication ebe chance ne yedi nkomo enko ba bia ye besisia Boba de bia ni pewuo no onyame asane asini nsira ban mu ti anim guas yankwaso no de ka wo mu until you use a lesser spirit asofo binom you use them and then nyame na wa hwe wa senate ni nsira ban mu and I saw it in class somewhere Lawrence Tete okokai is an apology to the world this nonsense must stop. Adentina obesi ayi or the saying radio station Nigeria life enya ha Nigeria dem e ma de atu onim nyansa Lawrence nyansa because oye Kristo ni pa ba de nyame de nyame mpɛ no Yesu Kristo mama yera bɔnefo na one hour said mama no de betra said be mama enti mama re hu bebre and stand out media ye hwe anyema ekoso sesei ewo mayimu we hwe abato a ebekoso MPP mo free police station level national level se de ebesi akoni de sese ye se de be ya bibia nso ebe ye kama ewo enum nsumu ensem ye bebre na so be hwe ebi se Ghana no MPP for our responsibility say omo be save Ghana every Mahama ni NDC for nsem if you say ekwaya NDC for ade Ghana e faso and Mahama second term no awe ho pa eya chese me kan yeah that what me kan yo say Mahama is not coming back for anything good. I'm a yard papa be a Magana. Oba beto Ghana for so rare. A crime within the fast of 2016. Good anymore as a photo say. Only the only sitting president here. A coalition I will lose you. No one lose you to a mumpo or lose you bro. And Tiba Wabano, I will talk and whatever. But Torre, and Pani Dahono. All Conua, all per Japadia. Edi ama odi na busuya no mko tena fie omde ahwe omo ho a odi enyinahin both sides ema ni nua Ibrahim amo ampene no oba no bepe dia susini sa dia ma no na odi na busuafo edi ahwe omo ho kosi se ewiase be ko na wieye enti ba wo ba no wa ma so oba magana oba ma woni na busuya
Yedi kai obetwi Ghana fo aso se ebu n'animu ase. Ye tosu ni enu nsusu ne se obepe ajapade ade ama woni ni nuanom. Eni ti na Mahama bae. Enti ni ekoso no mfa ho. Ebisa ade a ye bi si da awo Ghana abakosemu na Mahama bae ebi asi. Anya ono nko ane breso ane ati kokoo bo so wa abotwe. Na Akufo-Addo ba ya nche ati kokoo bo so. Ana se Ghana kokoo akuafo asum Ghana che. Enti si ati kokoo bo so wa abotwe a ese aban no so hwe na wo so kokoo akuafo asen. Enti ono so anti kokoo bo so. Wan tumudie nanso wante de wo ho no so. Sade beye na akuafo ho ehihia wo no mo. Mahama otu opposition wani ne nkrofo erikopoku atrofosin akwani se ni dinu no atrofosin sami oguje tabla akwa mo sami jamfimo Sam George mo andi simu Sam je papa bi ani atronko na akando de ndia nam ha na kwame ahidi ne ndia nam ha kanse mhunu saa se MPP aban na do danko Akufo-Addo wi akoko akuafo sita somba kokoro no boko 6,000 eko 7,000 mobile mo si asikoko bo so de na do de ma no mo achem yensa ate ba ko ade afi akuafo die mu na se mo wo adwempa ema Ghana kokoko akuafo a sanka saa de winka ensi wati ni hwim ade afi ho ena se akuafo omani atuaka wo nsem a esun ena onumu esu eye haw kase pa akuafo da nchen a omo dada woni a ekon school akosua de abaye nurse ene teacher fo Mahama kan se oba teachers lanzaja exam to betwa oba ya automatic posting oba exam sinda so ho automatic posting no wa fama obaja o kacha nurse fo se ya pem asemti ena ye ba ya alawa ye ifri ho se le ba ya mbenya students no na fe ya fan kakra bia betu na mu bia ya amonya adwuma ye na do danko Akufo-Addo agenda 111 na o ye ne ba ye be wie ni nyina mu wie adwuma school anam ko ye adwuma eno so wan fa ye adwuma na de ya ene teacher fo ni nurse fo no teacher fo shia MPP fo de be kire mu 2024 pa se udwini wana wonti ase se boni be na MPP fo ya teacher fo enso teacher fo mo be kan no krama mo ho mo be di no krama mo ho a MPP ba be mo amudi ye sin send this wo enso de na MPP ya ma teacher fo nyina no mani so timi gina ka se MPP fo e be kire mo pa nursing trainee fo timi ko alawa no de abegina TV so say alawa ne de ya je enso aban de ya tuma mo ene ne ye gina na ye kamu no afei ane hu se MPP hu hia na do danko Akufo-Addo oye prophet a ankase ye nyina ekona sori bi o ba kono ni so na e twato o kan se na ban ba ye dum so fi ho na Ghana yantimi san fa mamu no amma Mahama amma dum so nsa ma biu o kan ye no yantio ana ye kofa ma Mahama ana na dum so no ayi ni ti den anura ba bia metiom dum lati ba mpenu omo so kakra no ma dum no no ma so kakra no ma dum no ana juru de ye demu a hit ni mu a e ma de achiwe e de ekoso enu no nanso yemi an ye kofa baaye yei ene ye kofa ya adiswa ene ye biasoa eze adi a ye huru bi da na esi epe bi ahwe Mahama ne yeni ni dada onyu obi a o amamu ehu nyansa se ye di bu mai ma o ma ye Mahama ni mi nyansa se enyi sa nyansa ni bi ono ne dia ne ye nyansa ye fa mokro no ye fa nyi o ma na japade ne dia o ya de ba de di bu o ma na ye die Mahama nya de ba Ghana for hwe ni mu sa akoto abama enti mu yentrem na yesu mfie mienu ne fa aka no yɛn nam saa kosi sɛ nyame na ankasa bɛkɔkɔ yi mu yɛn pa ɛbɔ ne sɛ obi emu na yɛn tena mu kosi sɛ brɛ no I have stand out live on Movement TV and About Radio YouTube ko Facebook and YouTube nso a ɛno nso so Movement TV so ɛna ɛnam a obiara ehwɛ die yɛn fa si dama kyɛ ma wuntu sɛ na Dawuro ma onyaa kakra no ɔso ɔde bɛyɛ MPP adwuma mienu
kodua ka asɛm bi General Secretary. Now people were misconstruing what you were saying. Say, you can take it out. But you are fire. Eko ye ya mo ba de bia ni pewu no. Onyame sane sin insira ban mu. Ti anim guas yan kwas no de ka wo mo. Until you use a lesser spirit. Asofo binom, you use them. And then nyame na wa hwe was sane sin insira ban mu. And I'm sorting class semwa Lawrence Tete okokai. It's an apology to the world. This nonsense must stop. I didn't think I would see or the saying radio station. Everyone can for us as swap. Yeah, over country. Unimyansa. Lawrence Tete unimyansa. Because all your Christoni pana, your Christoni dia. Any mood in your memperano. Yes, Christ Obama era bonnier for. Say yes to Christ to me, chaos fee. Not say yes to Christ, not say free or the saying or bad German for no dia. Onimyansa, no kodi se kro e wosubi no. E wo say so no. Such a senseless talk. This nonsense, Lawrence Tete. This nonsense you must stop. Now you're pressing me. I don't insult pastors, but I'm condemning him. No, because me and I'm proud to associate myself, but not such elements like Lawrence Tete. Yeah, we cut now fat tribal idea betu. Yeah. Ninyan sensa. Sana minimum sana na me chesi and ministers wa kia bacha dia me pamono.
Nyame na eyer sase be na numdu.
Oh na dwene nye. And na wo ba ye no akronfo committee a ya tie se Ghana aban sa se yanton nie no oda no na osofo onko ready eye 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 26. Emra asamo Elisha okachere or saying Gehazi was here bread to say mu and now jengo. Emra to say also it was solid dinner emano. Nyamia Sunday the Lawrence Tete and co. You went against it and then the obaya yeton when you chefa into the tribal politics. There has to be no person maker. Minia a more ya NDC kujina masamai. Your mama kasati said minia yeah, o the mama to Bible who are emfoul. Or smart for Paul or kind say, may have bofra me casasa bofra. But mama de sabi, when you do 100 years of cry, no, and the bread bonny is to my bonny, or becasa cry, I wouldn't know. O quine and quaba, it's ever deal, no sanka with me, Fianyansa woman penny, with all respect. Or could you not master mine? And I'm a baby, oh dear. You discourage someone, no tap on chain, and cry bedding push you. The same person at 2012, 2008, Musha says school fee the Diabano. More the backup private schools in more the backup Clergy, Ecosi say, mobile, you had a problem. It is have been gathered by wisdom. John Dramani Mama, with all respect. I fed your buyer, said Yakosi, and now cry at the anime school every now and then. Yes, every now and then. Because the anime yet. Yeah. And the Buru headmasters see, any teachers see, ya come on at them, they are afraid. Yeah. But no, it took the intervention of Charles, said, Sanity, dear, your man crana coffee, Nana, Quabi, Nenim, Fiabi, Jacoja, say, we appear, Mawa, and Tessa, and the Acoso. Yet, dear, my would have been done your man, Quada, Eba, Animaku, old school, Eba. Ebanya in Nigeria for Yanni, and no come on confirm the county with a trim of Kunia Theatre any ever see under John Dramani Mama. Maybe I could do no. Now, me say, young, we deserve it. Me call me Mabium. Anya, you can't come about Miasa another 4 years, and think about dinner say, Menya de pa. Sans some fear nine or brapa, a chenny raquine. Shall be a could do? Yan to Miss Owl. But a bin so and then young coupon sɛnea ɔyɛ Israelfoɔ no wɔde mu afiri Babylon de mu aba Jerusalem wɔn de ahoprɛsi ɛbɛsa akɔ Egypt nyame kan yɛ wɔn antie no gyae wɔn na the very thing na wɔn dwane ɛyɛ kɔm ne yareɛ no owuo no ɛtoa wɔn enti bia no nyame so aduru saa baabi akufo adodi aduru yɛ na akɔyɛ te sɛ kufuo de kɔduru atona brɔni aduru Kena yɛtwe baa mfie nwɔtwe no yɛkɔ mfie aduanan akyi and then DC nyame saa de akufo ado bae ɔgye nneɛma bebrebe ansɔyɛ ebinom ani na obi de free SHS aba mɔsi yɛ mpɛyɛ pɛpad na wakɔgyina no wabɔ na ne gye pad ho deɛ abaya yi a kurasi ni yi a na menim nipa ɔkɔfa a ne ba Dr. Baomi office hɔnom abaya no wɔwɔ MPP nyinaa no wɔtɔn ma ohyia a ana abome ma ɔba severally did I condemn that girl enti wɔkɔɔyɛ no nyam nwanwa sɛ dwɔmaama wɔde na kɔtena ne office sɛ adwuma no a wɔyɛ no no because I have no ntimi nyɛ Baomi will never accept that he's such a decent man and into all her money near the adini na buy no mpe okwa ene na ket your due over 50,000 wey one no sere anabo o say o the MPP mame me ma wo ba class anyway 50,000 your mama na court trade for the eja no any faso aduma na wo ya no nya no ne say o ye presidential staff no o hwehwem no yi di akoma no toto bi kwa yi oda ban kwa fie o ti ase o di 50,000 na yembusa sɛ lecturers papa professors ahodoɔ doctors ahodoɔ yɛ ɔmo araki ɔmo brains ɔmo universities how much did they take owie first degree or they say how they say Clergy university minyɛ sure so to aso ɔgye 50,000 abaayɛ wei nam mu ɔno no ɔyɛ party guru girl ɛnɛ John Mahmad na kɔtena gya nifa so ɛna wɔhwɛ mu because MPP no na Baomi anyɛ ntum nti ɔno kora na ne ho mpem me koto nam ya ne skirt bi no what computer nam say na dia na muso mo ba be yi when offering ya onu wa ba say ne ne ka ba bi an onu what computer ho ene ma bu onu ma na kan na o say ba say ne minua say ne bible kai say free Yohanes boni person okro no ye ba ko na ni bre ene o mo ntre no ba tie but ye kwa de nyame abonifra ene awrefre o mo kai ni sa ne say aduma ko ba fi ene nyame abonifra no mo refi who so over the years in your bian for some crime mai not ya say anywhere here or not buy you 50,000 na MPP this is 4,500 eya mumre emo ya mumre eya mumre
acquire MPP abai fa so treaty MCs to DCs emo ya emo nwatwewu emo ya emo nwatwewu ifia ebemu ya ebi so yare in fact now na pressure de be ma wo no ebi ni me krasai say ayi omusika no so atofo say so untua dabi omo end of service benefit atofo say untua imo ya untua but eja na efo so mining me wi ase no and then this buy so much 300 million a month me say this is for no say nyame pena me o me resume list aye dey ba yeah, Ghana for say lean government. The same lean government 2008 they promised it. And Siaga and Manyada de Amo manifesto ni no. The cycle of the repeated but broken promises from 2008, 2012, 2016. Say your mama the mantra ni say Ghana for year every free. Yeah. And in Tiasus Yebedia Chama ya expulsion. And one thing fundamentally MPP has not been able to do, and he said, you're defining NDC clearly. You're defining. General Secretary. Deputy Director Communication, Emma NPP, and I say a D and community. Means every na Yankman Akaba. You're live on Facebook, you're live on YouTube. Okwana, one like, no one share. Na oja comment and so just good morning. Good morning. Good ya boko de. Ya daro ma me hoye pa. E hu wo ha na ache, e hu de ye. Mo ha no. Mo che nti wo ha e insulatiri. Aha, nti o say me ni ko other places won mo. But to be honest with you, woni Godon ni offer. Eni mi ni agency mo bo adwuma. MPP da mo say. The entire National Communication Directorate. We appreciate Ajuma Moye, Emma MPP, especially you, Dawuro. The Minister of Power, because your co-position, you probably bring her, Omunya Konya Sumabanu, and you have to so almost met the TV show and radio so far, and I said,
ɔmo nkasama party na dodoɔ no ayɛ na ɔmo kokɔn mo nti ɛnɛ dɛ bi ɛmhyia communicators aso a meka kyerɛ ɔmo ne sɛ ɛnɛ yɛ party ba opposition no bago nneɛma mmienu a aka party no waa yɛ nneɛma mmienu parliament the minority group and the communication team machinery and wohwɛ adwuma fa yɛwura afɛnyɔma ken ibomi mu asema no ɔne ne nuanom ɔno abo ano dɔmprɛ habib yɛ maame patricia piagye ɔno abo kɔgye ɔpɔn kroma ɛne abusua no nyinaa adwuma a ɔmɔbɔ no parliament hɔ a mini anakyɛ sɛ ɔmo no yɛ ɔmo afa mu deɛ yes saa nso na wohwɛ in opposition how a NDC intimidating and communicators and so still we are not giving up yes especially our social media guys the likes of Baba Amando Noms, the Obama, PK Sapon, Kofi Fosu Cancer, Omuna, Fancy Comedy, a dinner does mean to be Bomina, or Chiman TV. Which is Uncle Fuina, Hofama, any Juma or Moye, your communications directorate from national, region, the constituency. Kwaku, almost about what day. Now, I mean, him say, Yura Mahmoud Baumia, a presidency there. Nanado yɛ n'afa mu deɛ but Yura Mahmoud Baumia presidency deɛ meaning say communicators over any agro because it is not easy communicating for the party at this moment but look at how our communicators know their kukudro regardless of the difficulties and intimidations ye use police for the national security for ne o kasani just say Facebook kura ko post ya national security for tata but we are not giving up and I said you your forefathers no and amount me ahunu no more the Rollins could not even count them until me and my employer and penny for no and come on to Nenye Neya, Yamianda Roma, and the Biaba you are seeing, and then what has Ghana radio stations and quality TV stations in Ghana, it come 2000. Yeah. So you cannot intimidate Obia. We'll continue to express our views and opinions. Near what say you can, but can say what say Canada. What did I mention? Yes. Because Ghana knew Biadia, Ghana, Japadia. It is said in another than Kwaku buying. What nonsense and Akufo-Addo government has to make. The Akufo-Addo that Omokate and say Omo describe who so a terror or a warmonger or Nebuchadnezzar. Akufo-Addo are buying Obia to be to the Obia, and then you have another Kuruma. And that is what makes you a great leader. Leader over welcoming dissenting opinions. I mean, you cannot get everybody to be singing praises for you. And Kwaku, sir, woman now free zone. I will see you say, I'm a because her conduct and any behavior and will be a service and was you a doctor, or a PhD holder. Because a woman say, oh, what you know, what's your dinner if you don't come home? You will not address you as such. And I am surprised up to now, I have not read any the woman is still at post. Not even a comment from presidency. Yes. From any. It is our crocodile chess now. Any NDC. Julius Zebrakoyan was our Pentecost PWC. I wanted to hear him. No, when you can all say, and Penamake will describe a slip of tongue. But you can't say that was bad. You can't say that. That's a word justify. Yes. Their course. Now let me tell them, if in case Omunima, maybe a Pentecost name up. I was baptized in Pentecost, maybe I'm a deaconess. Me a Pentecost, I went up to Pentecost, and I'm proud Pentecostal. Pentecost is more than 13% of Ghana's population. We are more than 13% of Ghana's population. And when you attack Pentecost, and your Pentecost are attacking you are attacking the church. Yeah. Yes. That attack was not for the Pentecost chairman. For all for the church. Yes. It is no, sir, so for me now. Mutromo Jonya Chumyantino. And then they are Boni say Boni. They know themselves. I expect a by now. They were Omodia Hodin and another Danko Kufuado Abreso. Now Omanoya Dindin issue Biano, they will add their voices to it. No? We expect them to come out and condemn what is happening. How on earth? And the woman will bring the effrontery, the audacity to speak to the chairman of the Church of Pentecost, the biggest church in the world. It's so sad. It's unfortunate. And apology was handed by him. A conditional apology. By him. I took my time to research a bit into her life. That woman, okasa, boom, boom, nyansani. Not long ago, committee comment to be. One of the NDC stations.
Yeah.
Say, and yet to boy in the church.
I know you're in response to Abraham NDC 4 boys in the book. Almost say, Kwaku Rosemont Brown. MPP lady Bina People's Mother na ya manu presidential staff na NDC 4 ye adwuma no ye mua omo e ho na obeka tro mo say enye to no bi di kokonsa Rosemont Brown be di kokonsa mo information
on the line for to she put her life on the line for okay it is that was carry no akasa no
it is hwe no a media ma monitor ne pa sabe nkwasa kika nko a
okase hu no ohwe na okasa
fa na ku
okasa nyansem okasa tumi na
ngire hu ono an NDC fo no ho utia o sabe
utie na onka nyansasem so I wonder how she managed to have the PhD. Is it medical doctor or I
don't even know which of them.
And the doctors was system and a lot of doctors go for use
na so mo de NDC for de nyena
I sansa of my doctor say
tanko no
I Tanku.
NDC Central Regional Chairman.
Fake doctorate in Kwana was a because Kwaku said for somebody to qualify to be to qualify to that level, Obesuya Diama obtain whether academic PhD or medical medicine or at least now like you realize some sense of maturity from the way of any but clearly this woman. I said, well, John, I don't know, baby. I will not mix words, and I'm not going to make cast people. Clearly, not sending it to him. But you see, all your bar, me, I respect women because me, when you're my baby, me respect me, mommy. But all your bar now, cast boom boom, and Nikrudia, me feel it.
Maybe Bisaso,
Nikrudia, Nikrudia, Kwaku. Nikrudia Ramani. And free zones for Papa, sure if you should open the line, the free zones for some family in one dance here. Could be free zones.
Yeah.
Makikwe Junior. Free zones. Madame Wena Tialo.
I don't know how Mahama was able to appoint such a character to a Sanubo institution.
President Mahama appointment. I mean, President Mahama appointment. Bola ni bebri. So for bebri almost and fatabo mo amamunu. It's young kasa and I was telling no kache and not teninka. What was telling?
Yeah.
Why ye could ya why ye? Kufia Japan why ye?
Or Chinabos
and they would meet your camp. Okay, and open your light to know why ye for. You see, people must learn to respect people. Baba, where we and then this is now Fariadi Mwadians, and Sradia Krana, the Church of Pentecost Chavan. What was that, Reverend Mate, former moderator of Presby Church?
Only a Mante.
Reverend Amante, okay.
Professor Ubriye Boamante.
Okay.
And a Martini, the previous one before him.
Okay. Also, you cannot intimidate us. Yeah. Also, you cannot intimidate. But who can intimidate the church?
Yeah, nobody.
Hey, we cannot intimidate the church. In fact, the respected pastors, prophet and prophetess, original one, or Papa Pan for an American, they will continue to speak on the national issues. They will speak on national issues where necessary. And the Galamsey, who doesn't know Galamsey a threat to national security now? Who doesn't know? And this woman was telling us, now the Kwaku Fuado time, who did Unsabon Sunmana and Pampa, Nene the Sunaniati, what's a chantro?
That's what we uncle baby. On
Sunami Farina,
uncle baby.
But one appointment free and say, we can go on Omokate Okruma. Now, if we decide as MPP, I can say MPP communicators, if Kwaku. And you bring a one and the and you see a corner said the 90s for boys in the corner and Kakuma again. I bet you
oh, do baby, that's our time in the best.
And you know, these people are highly intolerant.
Not our time in the best.
They are very intolerant. I mean, when you are serving them with a bit of their own dosage, I may be
Nana Mikao has a prison. because a baby bar this almost MPP
na ba mo ya ka say
na me can say ending of this year no
this hour we ka say
now produce 24-hour scandals na sagas nti ebedu baby na be every year
mama reshuffle won't be there I mean the emetitin and the airport
the 8 months won't me appoint a defense minister 8 months
he doesn't have the boss to do the reshuffle because boys Libya I just yes of every reshuffle no be me but the point is that Yura Mahama, please, I am particularly surprised that this woman is still in office. This woman doesn't deserve to be called a CEO of any state agency. She's not fit for the office. Because, Charlie, state office like Free Zones Board, where you'll be dealing with multinationals and international organizations, and this is the caliber of person or two are CEO. Like any other thing.
A hard dream.
Hard dream, you know, Chief, you're right, Julius Zebra. I respect him. He's a nice man. But Mr. Usuni, the infant. But you know, every head.
Start your panel or copatio.
Every head.
Okono. Probably I say, and then, if any of your district constituency and regional communication officers I Bonia. Yes. Na ya kone wa
on the first point of contact
no apate wansa na ya they are not move akabia no but we die o mampani no amu the vice president the chief of staff any ye kokko party no nipa no odi atam no die
oti ono na and what Ghana for be free say dey me kan ye no man the woman is not smart.
No, I didn't know.
I feel sorry for her.
Look, or you're smart. I didn't know.
I feel very sorry for her.
Why not doing say?
Pentecost Church.
Can make example be and paying. Say Abria, Bono regional chairman Abronye. I can't see before rather than Williams home. Ghana Fubisha Somokasano. The NPP as a party issue statement signed by the General Secretary to distance the party from Abronye personal views.
Will not do that. No, they will
not even a single person.
The president will not do it.
And I condemn it as not even a single person.
So they cannot come and cook apology for us. We don't need it. Sebi. What did the chairman tell you? What did the assurance tell you? And you say, you're but you're hopeful. Sebi say Pentecost for you and this. Now you say your papa poking in a crap from the BN. NDC for any Pentecost church. And I don't know why I NDC for any Pentecost church. But we no intimate church no. Pentecost church, Kwaku say there's some party in India, sorry who. Pentecost church is there.
Yes.
Pentecost church, sorry.
Yes.
I am a proud Pentecostal. Me a Pentecost, me my boss who Pentecost. Me copy out of BC or dog, me pastor and pastor Pipim. Na ni omo ye no omo nto aso. The day of accountability will soon come.
Ndiye.
Kwaku dum so abakrum.
Dum so aba.
And then me send document to me.
My ya me who say shadows in the room. My John Jinapo.
Abdullah Jinapo. According to number, Omoto. How do they say for interestingly, boys now are not yes. God is exposing them one by one.
Yes.
Here's some judge and the Ministry of Communication. I am Bolabed.
The whole ministry not be joke.
Sana okuja to black one. Up to now, xenophobic records was South Africa. What is what comment on? What you do? What you make it take any steps to be say? And say, the ministry I am the Kobo Ghana for a man say we say if we are seeing saying look at Akufo-Addo age. Look at how these boys drag Akufo-Addo into the mud, into the gutters.
Yes.
Calling him all sorts of names.
Yes.
But God is God. Yes, so many of you say. Now the Akufo-Addo's God is at work.
No,
the God of Ronaldo is at work.
Before election, me can we feed you to say, Ubia wo kan nsimbi fa na Akufo-Addo ho a enye no konhwede yi. Because me shen disantre dwuma ase, me hu niema miinu a na man na Akufo-Addo misuru no. Because papa no said ya wo sibo ne bra no o kan nsimbi fa na enye no konhwede yi. One, Abrante bi be kan say na Akufo-Addo akwadwu nso agu nkremofo asoro da. No wie wa hohoro ne nsakra na odi kotia ya gwura. Ono se Abrante no nya ne be mamu yare no du.
Me kai ba.
NDC ayi kokko anyi otuko no. e kan say Akufo-Addo de ba abo no yiri tim kun no onu so tukọ no so no yiri wuye anche kwa na no yiri wuye
sir nipa na me ngosra wo ne so no also touch not
yes my anointed me obi a abo clerical kwa
and do my prophet no harm anointed ni obi a oni nyame wa yokofa na nyame ngosra ye de e wo ne so e ngosra na nyese wo ye sofo
there be
sɛ wabrabɔ ɛtene wɔ nyame anim anaasɛ wo ne yɛ ne usu ne uban bi ɛso nyame ani a nyame ngosra wo so na nado danko Akufo-Addo Kwaku adeɛ baako na nado ho a metimi de yɛdi ne ho adanseɛ na yɛ mu yɛ ɛne ne tema a wɔwɔ na Akufo-Addo ne tema ahwɛ baabi a ɛwɔ ne toyɛ ɛnso sɛbisɛbi amampanyinifo bebree a yɛnya wɔn bebree na wɔ hɔ a sɛbisɛbi na ɔmo nkyi ne bi but ɔmo bɛnya opportunity bɛforo akonya kɛseɛ no ɔmo anyɛ nhyehyɛeɛ a ɛbɛboa ahiafoɔ than deɛ Akufo-Addo yɛyɛ no obiara ne baabi Akufo-Addo firi he was blessed right from the days ana ɔhyɛ ne maame yam
yes
Akufo-Addo maame koraa no go and read about Akufo-Addo maame na nade danko Akufo-Addo go and read about ne maame Abrewado Kuya eti no this is a man that was so blessed but when Akufo-Addo got the opportunity who in this country ɛna namamuo adwene venerable ɔmo asɛbi they are less privileged ɔmo asɛbi ɔmo anim ni bie ɔmo akyi ni bie ɔmo asɛbi kofo bɛ yɛ Galamsey kasɛm ne ɔkasa ɔmo yɛ mɔborɔfoɔ this were the people every single Akufo-Addo initiative as a president targeted these people in society Kwaku and then another thousands and hundreds of young men and women community and 12 women so I am here can hear few there is something and another year a year cancellation of BEC registration fee minimum krano me were my classmates nipa be nine they were brilliant in our class they were more intelligent than most of us but just because of that time no registration fee 10 cedi 5 cedi then papa mo of be ntimi ntu assistant am na ntene ntimi anwie BEC ama menya secondary education and then ufu binu my junkies na na dan kwa Akufo-Addo buy ya me yaka free certificate but that cancellation of BEC registration fee the real impact of that policy sometimes when we sit in the comfort of our homes, especially those of us in Accra,
exams, mock exams, they are saying registration fee, yet BC Besua, Besua, ye chad ya tal cruciana aba elastic in the to be an
psychological effect.
What I'm saying this for by last year. What's if we mutual registration? 550 Ghana cedis.
Then the free
me ohana ma me buy na ne ba obenkum e no buy say opamacho na ne ba no Akufo-Addo time say last year mentia but this year they see into registration 550 Ghana cedis for the ban of control as no oni bi nti ya mpesika ma no a akola na be den
imagine
ntimi control na me say ye kan say mon koto aba o say me dia me koto ye no more man kotum.
Can you imagine?
And that's the consequence of
the election. Now not the Akufo-Addo amamuno. Nkola ni timi dikosu asa fe no mo complain say o ma dikosu abre. Yes. Now God bless you. We will be anyame shawate.
Say na joma ama be she bo so me ba me discover my headmaster no akwa ma sama adwuma koton kokko ni aponche.
Kwa good level anan ke education basic education from a camp basic na nan ke change curriculum na ke basic ni be started from upper primary na akosi junior high. So the American for like advanced countries no system no. Now no ade no say we do twuye. One a dino in fact first one no see and modern one no see no jobbing.
Okay.
That school blog no. It's not the plan was say enka all junior high schools no. Once I work kuro bi mu no na schools na scatter. Kwa school bi akura na the whole JSS no mu no nipa 100. What I say to school bi abekọ no schools near be 10. Baby Wakrana, JSS 1, JSS 2, JSS 3, okay, Kabo 50. So the plan was that the government was going to adopt all of these schools, build a model school. So every community, you will have that standard model school, start building. Be a facility, be every room. Then all of these students comes together. The advantage of that, then they say, and we are rationalizing in teachers. Teacher shortage, and just shortage you. It is because we are not optimizing teachers network system. The benefits you are supposed to get from them. Once if the school is 50, school population in maybe 30. but JSS 1, JSS 2, JSS 3.
Yes, so when you're teachers.
Better tell you. If you are the whole week teacher, you go on treasury. What I say, so the productive hours of the teacher, no, are buying in your sample. I get to the point I'm making.
Yeah.
So government was going to rationalize this. It is. Teachers now, they are projected and as they are perceived to be surplus, will be actively engaged. About the time you are protecting state press. You are about a public person. Again, we are also optimizing the benefits, full benefits. Productive hours also in your teacher as for mine. And we are also creating conducive learning environment for the children.
Yeah.
This was the thinking of the MPP government. We call it smart classrooms. Smart classrooms. That was the level. And you saw school bag books spine problems are
me who say and at any time be a Korean make 5 kilos no. Na maybe I made to Sasak na Tribia na Miraho because I've been an idea. Yes, and more 5 kilos. Yes, and no, and what to make a come on. Anytime be and Metro Samuni be a Miria made to Sad in our channel, but research
they grew up from very deprived home or environment, I'm going to opportunity to serve almost some food. I am of the firm belief and conviction. Say, wow, we free deprived community and our home. No, can you mean you want to move Pejawa? I was saying, your ministries, they are there to formulate policies. So in your policy formulation, at the back of your mind, I was saying you should project, you should picture, you should mirror, you should visualize how your humble beginning.
But I
they easily forget where they are coming from. No, but you see, and again, that is why I love Akufo-Addo, and I'll forever love Akufo-Addo. This is a man that was given everything. No, if I Ghana City, no.
Yeah.
Now about 4 of them are
family members.
It's Ghana a business.
The biological father.
Ghana a business. And
a shareholder. Saa city ni sika nipa na eguso no ne wo fa eda so
ne papa
eso da so the biological father ene ne papa ma mi nua da so
no na do nyame sha na nyame bekoso hirawo watamfu
we the thinking of Akufo-Addo papa na omo prepare Akufo-Addo for baby because he be your school Kimbu.
Yes,
the main case is Kimbu is school and yes school papa. But na compete me na ko school bi say
abuti okra be me na ko tra
ba mo shara de ko Kimbu se na be ya obeti ni passe ne wa hu niema nipa eden nipa namu.
Yes,
so that is no wonder say onyi ya obey president no the one of the most impactful programmer ever implemented in Ghana. And or they buy a free senior high school education.
World Bank, according to World Bank reports,
you are right.
Free senior high school is the biggest social intervention policy in Africa.
You are right.
No, World Bank. World Bank certified reports.
Yes.
That the free senior high school policy in Akufo-Addo implemented, it is going down in history as the biggest. In fact, they use the word largest. Social intervention policy in the government on the continent of Africa.
At a time, we can have about 5 million people benefiting from a government intervention.
So, Nanado, God will continue to bless you and your wife and bless your home. Akufo-Addo back will be in Somunam restaurant. The first time I became Somunam restaurant, then I said to myself, I said Somunam restaurant, the ordinary person be a some place requires oriented. And now you have to come here for 14 bob one car exhibition. Now you have cars, you display cars. Imagine say Akufo-Addo abusu ani gabi otere dako ana kenofori atanum ana say bombs mo emu bi na ekoye sa initiative we akade be koso wo mo
John Mahama ba ketwe de Anthony Joshua ba etua no be $1 million emo ba hako ubisa say ska no nya wo hen.
But you see Ghana for sometimes Mahama the Ghana for ni na di ye pa oh
no you see ade ne say me hunu say omo aya ade bi omo aseda keka critical institutions bi a Esomu Kasano, Amaka Manuatu.
What's our platforms?
No, Anthony Cabo, who's Anthony Cabo, Papa Free.
Yes, because me Bosco.
Now, me do one or can say me, and I was inspired, say Anthony Cabo, with me, Tiana, plus other room, you are the only conscience of the state now. Because opening century near or can only to my yen tomo.
Now, what kind of credit?
Yes, also any yen tomo.
And I may be a penny a metro.
Yeah, metro.
Metro. Good evening, Ghana.
Poor
much.
Okay, look.
But moment the day,
yes.
You guys
look, you talk. You can't say the phone in our two room has seen. And now, so for you, so I'm more say. And I was proud to say, Mr. as a Presbyterian, my former moderator, a Babonte Kasai, with the strongest voice.
Bishops, I carry conference bishops.
Yes. And not him for almost I don't know him for no so.
By your Mahama, I just about me feet and but you know, Doomsday is in town.
Yeah.
Just Saturday, the whole of Laboni enclave. The light was off.
The whole of Ghana.
Ghana. But you see, Dumsaba, Honorable John Abdullah Jinapo, I'm talking to you this morning. Oboni and Idia Kwanso. Yes, sir. Okay, I have more opposition. MPP, Yabaya, you do so free or along the line, latter part of our 8th year, no, you've been experiencing some power Ayikakra crisis be within 1 month. Okay, say 1 month is enough for any government to publish a timetable for load shedding. So what is happening now? You've not forgotten your statement. But it's just a minimum ferry. This guy's a minimum ferry. Hey, Charlie, that double standards are your mind boggling. Like, it's all crazy. You expected Akufo-Addo government, the Nana Danko Akufo-Addo government, the MPP government. Sir, you know, power crisis within 1 month, you're publishing load shedding timetable. It's been more than 8 months in Dumsoba. Asante region for started complaining said Dumsoba.
Ma complain.
And then I'm to meet Babi. Also said they don't do light in our there. Me and me crew me can say me me fear light in na me say they have cut off. So please, John Abdullah Jinapo, we want to me name say lo said the calendar ya me nya no. Timetable na me name say a credible and credible.
In fact, and the crime we say you publish it. The news center newspaper not published.
So that means incredible.
Leaked. Say leaky. Leaky. On my timetable no. Look. But we are. We share daily graphic on my Facebook. Every morning we are. Publish it. Okay. Areas I be doing caniano. It is that timetable no.
But so what is stopping him from announcing it?
Obi sending message say me can't just send this the biggest social intervention. Do so. I know about so.
I don't know say. When you mention Jerry John Rawlings, local government, district assemblies come in mind. When you mention President John Ajekum Kufuor, national health insurance come in mind. When you mention Ado Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Free Syria High School comes in mind. When you mention John Dramani Mahama, Doom so. Mahama and Doom so is like 5 and 6.
And I pay Mamima Nipa Ba Odomi Kwabenya, and I would assume we wish you happy birthday. So Nipa Ba one of the MPP activists or Odomi Kwabenya constituency. And I pay
Nipa Ba he's doing well. He's doing very well.
You know, as some no, say I okay, Sankobe admitted say Ghana for Doom so Asaba. It's ye who adwuma on person be admitted. What say no makopamo almost say good cool
becomes investigating
Ashanti region must society is for some sabotage.
But say Hess must rule. But you see Doomson and Hess ruling as a move and you'll be on the sabotage more funding. You need to have enough fuel to power the generators. Yes. And as you need to be fiscal discipline. Fiscal discipline. Look at how they are chopping the money left, right, center. And they were just deliberate and intentional. Yeah. It was just about Inapu Nyamishrao. Nyamishranapu. Nanado Uncle Kufuado Abano. Crisis a comunino. You manage a free senior school, man, everything I'm calling here to make their life in schools not comfortable na Kufuado Aban making sure say everything. You know, Nana Dankwa Kufuado Aban having it in mind say a energy sector no power no and a power the entire nation no you make sure say sika na etua sika twetwere dia na etua even sika na etua to service those ayini nyina no these were powers we did not consume but we're paying these huge sums of money just to ensure say there will be continuous supply of power. But I am concerned because and again it should serve as a lesson for young up and coming politicians now. Say when your opportunity now kasa no careful. Apo I said Mahama ben ministers they are struggling. I didn't know bebre why you mumudin. Yeah. Eriko poku nchota but you enta money din. Onu so kasa bi pa koko price
ni agino ni say omo ba ya pe atofo adwoma ma yi koko no e de free no hakosa atofo sen ho. Koko ni na save no. Atofo adwoma ma na save no say omo bisa na aposi o da sia koko no e se ma se bi na finance minister or
but still a minister of agriculture oversight responsibility.
Our in who then no the number
the guys are funny but meaning said the ACB anywhere
obi as an message very serious there but a very but mechanism no say no say ECG for mo de me na na ewu ase fridge mo ni mo jimi no say mo akose na na fura ma no
demonstration because
yeah last week me boy
say bi nkukura na ma pro we post off for be fix be assigning again you see I mean when I'm passing commentary on national issues so I become so passionate because regardless of who is in office or my year in it will be what I say and na ya na MPP for you thinking into your opposition into me and you boni bebre no ko yen free say Ghana for na 2 million ye omo dia no omo pem no omo dia ma ye nuanu ma ndisi fo enti no ne e wo bia no ne se nke de be bo na ma mo na ide akoyi because sabi o man ye yi akwa ku mi no nya se enkwan ye da atene so sabi no enti o man ye yi anka ye nyina no ye be nya so mfaso but ye nuanu ndisi fo no enye sa na omo dwene and even when you are giving them suggestions they will not listen. A number of times on economic issues where Obianim say Kwajo is an authority when it comes to the economy. Kwajo has making several suggestions to them, they will not take it. Kwajo has making several suggestions. Omokati cost, omokati taxes, be an omokati out of populism, like as a political expediency, populism. You should not just be interested in cutting taxes because you have a revenue target. And if you are not careful, there's going to be a gap where you will not be able to, mobilize the needed revenue to be able to, undertake a lot of the policies and programs that will be taken. There will be that flow, there will be the shortfall.
The intention of the Akufo-Addo's government, and it says, if the IMF program successfully, at least it should be doing around 18% tax GDP ratio, which is about 18%. Yes, at least. So Akufo-Addo was able to move it to about 16.
Yes,
Naka 2. No, I hated the 18 target. But last year, make us say it do 11%.
Can you imagine?
I do 11 tax to GDP.
Can you imagine?
A SWAT from 14.8, no, it's almost 15, no, at the about 11. And now there is a shortfall. Edi Akufo-Addo edi 11 no money ade ba no sabe na nya kwa akeke
o oman bia no edi taxes they develop oman
no wo yi fi ho so so one fa any innovative
so there will be revenue shortfall
ne abo omo 1 cedi omo de tutu fu per liter so no so mu yi eno free ho enne minia Ghana nyina be ko
dankana mo anu so ye ni omo ye but you see I am happy. But meaning say Ghana for and I will not sit here to chastise the people of Ghana. In fact, I respect the voters. Power na yomodia. When they feel say this person deserves it, sometimes the kind of expectation this too many a lot of times they get disappointed. When we did assessments into Akufo-Addo promises of making here, he did about 83% of his promises. About 83%. And all the major campaign promises Akufo-Addo did, he was able to implement all of them. Of course, every policy at the executional or implementation stage, there will be pocket of challenges or issues. There will be bottlenecks. But that is why when you do project management, at each stage of implementation, there's the need for you to come back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
It is assuming, say, challenges or some of the initiatives they want to. Governance is continuous.
Yeah.
Mobile, and you need to ensure say mobile sustaining and then my improve, you know. Because by that time, you know, we want the opportunity at check.
Yeah.
It be also want your ideas be able to media back on board. But the other we buy, you know, I didn't know some of the bar or buy money and yet. All I am going to buy Operation Recover All.
Yeah.
Away.
$21 billion.
And the a lot of issues they cooked it.
A plus is what they catch.
Oh, was it around there? But Ghana for Messerem. You see, NDC for free say, I always say that they overestimate their strength. It is only a Kufuor that did 6.7 million votes every elections, presidents of Ghana.
Yes.
So when you are talking of the most popular president Ghana has ever elected, Kufuor.
Yeah.
The Mahama won with, but let me give you this analysis, not as a phone share. Over NDC vote in 2020. They had a little above 6.2 million.
Okay.
And at 2024, they could manage to add just 150,000. Meanwhile, 150,000 only come 2020 votes no. Meanwhile, 2024 now limited registration. An album no increased by over 1 million.
1 million, yeah. But
so out of this 1 million, NDC could only obtain 150,000.
Yeah.
So the over 2.something million people now amount to about. The good news is that even when they decided for reasons known to them, it's almost to about MPP. They never had confidence in NDC.
They didn't vote for NDC.
It's, you know, a protest.
They didn't vote for Alanche Martin.
They abstained. Yes, so they abstained. And then the Francophone, the other people talking now. In
fact, last one, my first I did tell can say even last election floating voters in Pantuaba.
Yes.
If they are even floating voters, they didn't vote.
Yes.
Because
and
typical vote of the NDC.
Yes, and where album now? Before I register, it's over 16 million people. And to Abanya, even 30 million now. So we still have a number of people that they don't have confidence in our electoral system.
So they don't vote.
They don't vote. It means I mean, say, Inshallah, and they are to NDC, they are likely to 50 seats without research. You don't need research. About 50 seats to go down. And NDC MPs, no, they Kwaku. I'm not sure we do
the only reason now, Abema NPP into me winning the next election, MPP this year.
Say, if you are able to put our house in order, and which I know and I am confident that the next set of leadership will ensure that, because and no penny are able to in victory. 2020 elections is for us to lose. It's for us, and NDC by Kwaku, teacher for a problem.
Yeah.
Omni nurses for a problem. Omni doctors for a problem. Omni judiciary no problem. Omni Ghana situation no problem.
Soldier for crime.
Omni security. Oh, now security for allowances be blown by year free. Me I have a cousin who is national or national Ghana Fire Service. Omni no more problem. Immigration allowances near the rent allowances be blown also be na.
I was saying soldier for no problem. Mutu allowance na was at tax.
Omni for a problem. And almost as the church is having a problem. So all of these key stakeholders of our country's, development, this government or no more issues, and then remind us issues of the miners, and then Ghana mines now they are pushing the back from European beings. Training Koso, I don't know who Koso, and then Ghana form with the rare Ajapadia, and then Ghana form with the rare meaning of family and friends.
Yeah.
The real meaning of family and friends. Yaka family and friends government and now you're are defining what family and friends government is. Wherever you are, Ghana is sorry. I will apologize on behalf of Ghana. Ghana is very sorry. And meaning say, Wakuma pa, Wadrim pa, Ususu pa, Wahufama, anything watch, any trimu papa, whatever sum Ghana and Tino. And then another than Kwaku for the Yura, Utrediapon, Basayadom, Yankopon, at Sawamodding. Now, what's on Quatent, and Who for 82 years, man. The steez. When I watch Akufo-Addo, then I feel so proud of myself as an MPP man. Yeah, Papa Akufo. Yami Siraum. Because they are Guinepa. And Mestre Yura President Mahama. Very nice man. Yura Mahama. And they will call home. You are going to be a statesman in a matter of 2 years. Memma young boys who are mature and Westiano, Emma woman yadi bone. Unya di bone will first come in. And a Ghana for a Jare war, Ghana for who mobile. And on my second chance because you pleaded for second chance. Who say you have gone to sit home. You have learned from your mistakes. Daniel should grant you a second chance so that and maybe a 1 year you come and correct them. And they have graciously given you that opportunity. You are Mahama. The next 2 years now can Memfanya end this system. She Nafato to Ghana ye. Say the Bay Aqua Home GMA. At least your name can also be written in good in the history of this country called Ghana, our beloved country Ghana. I wish that on my penny maybe I will never sit on TV or radio. Now my big good mind penny hoofing. I wasn't trained that way. Even when we are speaking, we speak truth to power. Will policies be out there by NSM Fata, NNM or mining Concord, will criticize it. But I will not come after your personality because I respect you. Mama Serel, near course of a bomb, and your money be yet. The rot is just too much. But you see, Ghana for Abufu and Ghana for Abufu Munkasa Kwaku. The silence of Ghanaians are dangerous.
Me who said 2016 December. Now do like
Kasa Akufo-Addo. Tell me I say any reshuffle change comforter. Ya muano
no we dey.
Na the problem why ya na do the mistake ni the problem we nyan so anya reshuffle. Especially one change can for.
And no penya reshuffle so one change can for.
Ghana for Kasa na mu say okay, also na wo for me wo ya wa obu amamu. Ye bra ko bia dey na wanka. Ko bia general secretary kaya ye bra dan Akufo-Addo lawyer to be kuna na do ne lawyer to ne kuna na do. Na do amwa. Enu ena man Ghana for after do maybe Ghana for so mun kasa bi. So and then once the custody system no bebreu but social media and the blue army and a compound house one day ex national and then kwala start kasa and omo criticize about we TV na your omo kasa supporters no the disappointed supporters now no omo share any muses at shift never na arma no they are the people talking they are the people complaining now that afforded one because they are just waiting for the good opportunity to present itself so that they will graciously punish the NDC.
Okay. Yebe ni ako obi bisa me say koda ye di tua di so na say wokaya.
Mr. Star 9 I mean
keep to check say obi hu amana. Ebuchani George Kobia Asante or deputy director for deputy director communication for NPP Amanyuku no na pay meneno atwetwe enkomoti Ghana for yidin na edum so abey ye kan almost me en cafe de mu de akosha akosogbo isu nyanse ye baby pa nyanse ye nyina na enkrofo Ashanti region complain dum so na enkrafo complain dum so East region baby na osu bi aba Ghana na nsen no nti yesa dum kane ade a na de wo bonsam jem wo hell especially look osu won kan ha say no me kro baby a me metie no me and from our hopper to the sense one so condition kwano so fan kra ubie waya park kakra bi a unya nice yidi ye ntimi ye no kra na mepe na nsen die me nim say baby a from no efiba no me nim say atumu a mama no so mabie e mabie e from no jaba o me nim so bi akotumu said you ana osuru bu ofu me na me catch me say me nim and from Makama, oh, what you say from over far one. Bloggers speak of blogging, maybe say, I'm a more born in Tinsunto. I mean, time I can't ask a man. I don't go blogging, I'm saying, and this is for the Dimata. We say, John, and I said, you in Sunta. I said, John said, I'm a more born in Timacunia. I thought that you can't talk of you think of who almost a month kind of your own. Yeah. I pay Michelle, Crobby, I have to be one. A opening with me telling catch a semi-constitutional Mr. Ibrahim Turiba Mahama, CEO of Usu Shell, Oxford Street. And a good morning, my who said with me a Katua Dauda, and I send a message with you. My book watcher, same better show, right? And I'm a bet county, the Chiawoni, a Bushia Fooling. And Tienche, ye day. So I think my main star 970 hash. And I'm true or so. Okay. What do you conclude? Na me you Hamano.
Enti no me de mano sem ebawie no. Mama do dan Kwaku Fuado. Amamu.
Okay, so code near star 920 star. No asabo 270 hash. Nti no code na no nti mpacho. For payment of dues no. Star 920 star. No about 270 hash. Yes. Now the account. If you work, it started from 2 CDs near bronze, 5 CDs here silver, gold here 8 CDs, and a platinum 10 CDs. Next time the Amoko National Council meeting, I catch up say gold no, amunyan 100, now platinum no, amunyan 1,000. Now omwa ombeti me tua no, omuntua kase, omuska no, omuntua kase, no munya 5 CD 10 CD no. Emma asiofo no muntimi ntua no ati
baba mpp for wo kasa omuti
nti gold no kache national council kache omo say gold no omonye no at least 100 no omonye platinum no 1,000 no mo ampeso omoye platinum no omuntua kase na platinum 10 series there for do
na o hwe se no so a e won the benefits e bia de beba
yes
enti Kwaku me de manusi no na me kai Ghana for say a few, let me highlight a few things that I don't Kwaku Fuado Yema Ghana. Kwaku Fuado my free senior high school.
Yes.
So the way more friend home between me and Kwanya school free. OEBC registration fee for. Kwaku Fuado at the STEM education or strengthen STEM education. Over TVET buildings I hold across the country. Technical universities I hold one another than Kwaku Fuado. Improve any TVET schools I hold with CCA. Say now he believes in STEM education. Kwaku Fuado at the first ICT kindergarten project nearby.
Yeah.
We had another historically, or commissioning educational projects 80 in a day. 80 educational infrastructure in a day. Kwaku Fuado building over 150 astroturfs. Before Kwaku Fuado be the president, na astroturf na trepen o my muha. All free amamu no are building over 150. Kwaku Fuado commissioned 307 ambulances.
Yeah.
Ambulances we over the saying. You can't say an ambulance primary health care. Primary health care no na say you health professionals na so amko transa ti aboboya no omo de omo nipa. Their life also matters. Kwaku Fuado and so basic hospitals 111 agenda 111 unprecedented. What the one district one factory by now the dan Kwaku Fuado amamu no ebe resource ebe retuli all the security services. When police for the first time in the history of this country.
Yeah.
Kwaku Fuado the 3 helicopters Ghana Police Service to combat crime. Kwaku Fuado advised judiciary. Court of Appeal.
See 120 new courts.
In Ghana,
120
fire service failures could have unprecedented over 13 to 14,000 kilometers of road.
But Nira Muhammad Kasen and Kwaku Fuado appointed judge for Brina or Park Court. Now, Mr. Jose, and the court are Dana was CSC. No, so I'm finding them. The Community District okay. For the first time, Okrinya Court.
Yes.
In JC appointed judge in the court. Make us say,
whether against Kwaku Fuado giving people employment.
I don't know. Ekropon say, is the high
court. Lawyers they do graduating every year.
Yes. So 120 new court are not anyhow. And now the by high courts and
we see 14 fishing
landing sites
and ports. 14 eliminate in Jamestown,
yeah.
14 ultramodern.
Yeah.
14 of them. Italy Nanado Sanu Jumano. Now, I mean, history will forever be kind to another than Kwaku Fuado. And I'm say, you see, the standard that Kwaku Fuado raised in terms of infrastructure, you cannot match it. It will end this by the only thing they are doing it well, PR management. So I am not surprised when we try 78 million just to buy the conscience of some media people. Now, I'm suppressing the voices of the ordinary Ghanaian. But and then there are several platforms in people between information. What you say?
Yeah.
And we are buying and say if you are not smart enough, now one position who you know the people know even who say we are buying the can be into Mupa, then they will begin to show you red card. Because we are in the 21st century.
Yeah.
And this is by a power saying this in India as an on-chair idea back on my monumental. $dollar down, and the fuel, 2014, December 2024, December 2024, now inflation here 23%. But now fuel, diesel, now you're 15.1 Ghana cedis. And the diesel, yes, I could do 17.1. It's about 16.5. And the fuel, yes, saying. And obviously inflation is a single digit. But then I'm not boy saying. And the rent and I have 500 and then you give 1,500. Be to the extent of pure water, satay water, and 15 cities. Until they can continue to be tickling themselves and laugh. But I know, say MPP, when we are able to put our house together, inshallah, Mechia Honorable Shemantia Japo, now Machia, other people are on so plate national chairmanship maybe. Mechia Honorable Hercote, Honorable Joe Wise, Mechia Lawyer Justin from Ponko Dia. Incoming first vice national chairman and a baby, I will be an opay. Mechia MPP for CFO, any other for all on all other platforms. And a Picobia Mechia. Now, let's say communicators in my central region. My member union and Trace Atta. And Central Regional Communications Officer. Yeah. Union Bema is the community. And only a workshop training Emma Central Regional Communicators maybe. And I was fortunate they were able to get me on board. Me catch almost say, we are communicator now. There's any time for you to rise. There's any time for you to make a name for yourself. It is when your party is in opposition.
Yeah. Last time AIFO invited me to Accra Technical University for. My minimum Kokasa and me catch almost a test
This is the time.
Me catch almost a
Miami Kuma Alampine. By next year, we graduate as a lawyer. I see you. Look at how Alampine, 18 in Ghana.
Only senior.
Senior is doing so well. It's a young person. I am a living testimony. Communications, and I am a senior material. And you know, we are MPP Babu. Now, when you say Yamia Chosa, I tell you to make Kasa. Whether tree or brofo or any other language. Now, per se, party no to be a bibu party and communications. We have communications that there is no way you go unnoticed. There is no way you go unnoticed. A bedroom, everything a check. Yes, the ocean, everything a chance and about a beba. You move your chance. Well, wouldn't someone be constituency communications officer? I became constituency communications officer in 2010. Yeah, but 40 years. Easter Sunday, 5 people. Many of you are upon committee birthday the same day. I be 40. It is a me constituency communications officer. Me the police station organizer. 2009. And at 2010, I became constituency communications officer. It is at 2010 to date. I have about 16 years. 24 years. I was the constituency communications officer for Abreu constituency. I was the first constituency communications officer.
I see. All right. Yeah, Brasso and
communication. Now you see the opposition, so try to upgrade yourself. The course is because I mean, put yourself in readiness for the next government. You are MPP, the American appointment, at levels, but only opportunity now between so that you bar opportunity be and you'll be okay for it. You will fit it. And yet, addition say book addition formal education. Artisan. Yeah, you must have a skill.
George Deputy Director Communication NPP. Gideon, any production team in an pay Medamase. Movement TV online for Medamase. You are Chris Jokwe Kunso.